And we're almost ready for the tip-off of tonight's first game here on Homecoming Night 2019. The Trojanettes and Todd County Central. Girl-boy doubleheader tonight. The officials for tonight's game, Tony Brown, Mike Carby, and Chris Reeder. And the official sponsor is Southern States of Glasgow. And we'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off here in just a minute. And our first quarter of action sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Citizens First. Come grow with us. We'll have the starting lineups brought to you by SCRTC after the national anthem is played. Our color guard from the Barren County JROTC program will be presenting the colors this evening. We'll come back with that starting lineup after this break. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please please remove your caps. Place your right hand over your heart as our nation's colors are presented this afternoon by our very own honor unit with distinction, Barren County High School Army JROTC. Sabres are represented by Cadet Major Christian Merritt, Cadet Sergeant First Jaden Dozier, Cadet Staff Sergeant Abigail Davis, Cadet Private Luke Benham, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brandon Pemberton, Cadet Private Cedar Everly. Representing our color guard are Cadet Sergeant First Class Alex Johnson, Cadet Captain Hunter Seiler, Cadet Captain Corbin Wright, Cadet Private Hannah Smith, Cadet Captain Will Pointer. Playing our national anthem this evening is our very own Barren County High School Pep Band under the direction of Dr. Kip Crowder.
High School as we get set for the starting lineups of tonight's game. Brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. Lady Rebels of Todd County Central under head coach Travis Lovin in his second season down in Elkton, Kentucky. They will start Amy Brumfield, a 5'6" senior that averages 10.7 points a game. Paige Rager, 5'5" senior, averages 8 points. Jasmine Mims, a 5'4" senior, averages 3.5 points a game. Jordan Weathers, a 5' junior, averages 3. And Amoni Fort, a 5'7" junior that averages 2.7 points a game for the Lady Rebels. For Coach Piper Lindsay's Barren County Trojanettes, Coach Lindsay in her fourth season here at Barren County. Her assistant coaches Abby Beard, Scott Chapman, and Chad Withrow. Starting Mallory Pettigo, 5'8 junior, averaging 8.5 points a game. Bailey Pettigo, 5'7 senior, 12.5 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'8 junior, averaging 13. She scored 19 last night in the win over Glasgow. Mackenzie England, a 6'2 senior, averaging 5.5 points a game. And Jalynn Bush, a 5'9 senior, that averages 5 points a game for Barren County. Trojanettes shoot 47% from the field, 34.5 from behind the arc, and 63% from the foul line. Todd County Central down to our right in red uniforms tonight with gray lettering and numbers. Trojanettes in their home white with burgundy and gold numbers and letters. Trojanettes across the front of their jerseys. Homecoming night, and all the homecoming festivities will take place at halftime of the boys' game.
Hope we start out strong here.
Yep.
We're going to have to fight through a little fatigue. Big
I was
game
going to say,
night.
what the McDonald's keys to winning tonight for the Trojanettes?
McDonald's key to winning. I think, number one, we got to limit our turnovers. You know, sometimes when you play a team, you're a heavy favorite. It's easy to let the game get a little sloppy. We certainly don't want that tonight. Also, rebounding. It's going to be a key for me every game. I really believe rebounding is where championships are won. And then finally, just looking at the rosters we talked about, I feel like we need to take advantage of our speed and size in this game. We did a great job last night with the loose ball hustle and getting on the floor and getting up and down the court, and hope to see the same tonight.
Yeah. Todd County Central 3-13, losing in overtime last night to Franklin Simpson in a district game 60-58. Even though they averaged 34.7 points a game, they were able to put 58 on the board last night. Mackenzie England, the jump circle for Barren County. And for Todd County Central, it's Imoni Fort. Toddy Brown will toss it up. Trojanettes moving left to right here in the first half, and they'll control it as Mallory Pettigo will set things up.
Todd County Central going to set up in the half-court 2-3 zone.
And that's a lot of defense, same defense we've faced a lot of times. Here's a looping pass underneath the Bertram. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebound to Todd County Central.
A little too far into the basket there.
Setting it up for the Lady Rebels is number 33, Jordan Weathers. Works it on the left side of the floor. Weathers fires it down low in there to Brumfield. She puts it up and in.
Nice use of her left hand. I don't know if she's left-handed or if that was just good, strong use of it.
And so Todd Central takes the first lead of the game. Here's England in the lane. Bailey Pettigo out to Bertram for a three. In and out. Rebound's tapped out, and Brumfield has it. She double dribbled. Picked it up, put it back down on the floor.
Couple good shots, just hadn't fallen, but keep looking.
Yep. And it's not like they're bad shots; they're good shots.
They were both really good shots.
Halfway down and come out. Mallory Pettigo top of the key over the right side to Bailey Pettigo. Back out top England in the middle. They whip it around the perimeter. Here's Mallory Pettigo driving, going underneath, flips it up and in. Bounces it off to Rager. Into the front court now is Weathers. I think she may have stepped down the midcourt line there.
A lot of our offense comes from our defense, so I like to see that press.
Comes back out to Weathers.
Not sure if we've got a mismatch here. We've got Jalynn on the point guard.
Comes out now to 13. I don't have it. Oh, Simons. I guess that is Eliza Simons. They work it into the paint, and they give it back to the right side with Simons. Out now to Brumfield. Three-pointer in the air is short. And an offensive rebound. Simons has a shot blocked by England, and Bailey Pettigo takes it. Fires it up court to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory goes under, flips it up. It is good, and a foul.
You know, so many players are just not used to the left hand, and all three of our guards are left-handed, which is a great advantage. But they were pushing her to the left side, which is where Mallory wanted to go anyway.
Rager commits a foul. That is her first, and the team's first of the Lady Rebels. Mallory Pettigo is a 72% foul shooter on the year. Chance to make a three-point play, and does.
Mallory with all 5 of our points.
Yep, 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. The press is on by Barren County. Having trouble in the backcourt, Weathers, they throw it away. England there to grab it and tapped it off to Bush. She gets rid of it off to Bailey Pettigo, flips it up in the lane on the floor, backed it in.
A little contact there, but no call.
7-2 the score. And they lose it out of bounds right in front of their own bench. Rager dribbling it off her foot.
And Coach Chapman there talking to Bailey, and I agree 100%, trying to get her to do a jump stop there, a jump shot. Also on that break, we got to get our foot on that sideline. We were able to get the turnover there, but it's not going to work against some teams to run along beside them.
Here's a wide open three. Bailey Pettigo, no good. Offensive rebound. England dumps it off to Mallory underneath the bush. She throws it up. It's too strong. Gets her on rebound. Back up, no. But a foul on Todd County Central. It'll be charged to 24. And that is Fort.
Good work inside. That's where our advantage is. Let's keep getting the ball to the bigs.
So Jalen Bush for 2 foul shots. The first one is on the way. Good.
That's looking good tonight. Those are so important.
I think we were 16 of 21 last night.
Hey,
does that sound right?
Yeah, I
didn't look at my stat sheet, but we shot them a lot better than we did the first time. Rebound by Mallory Pettigo off the missed shot from Jalen Bush. And here's Bailey Pettigo over to Mallory. 3 in the air. No. Rebound. Bailey in traffic. Puts it up. It's no good. England throws it back up. Got it on a foul.
Great offensive board work there. I will say the only concern is we had all 5 going to the basket. A game like this, again, that's fantastic.
Right.
A game where we're going to be playing hopefully down the road for district and regional championship. We're going to need to make sure we have somebody back.
And England gets a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. 11-2, Barren County. As Todd Central gets it up court, picked off by England. Fires it off to Mallory Pettigo. Goes under, puts it up. It's no good. A foul on Todd County Central. And it'll be on number 12. Is that Rager? I believe it is. If it is, it's 2.
Yes, she's coming out.
That's her second team fourth.
4th team foul on Todd County Central here in the first half. And Mallory Pettigo at the charity stripe for 2 shots.
You know, you can't play scared, Jay, but I have to be honest. Every time one of our kids go in for a layup like that, I do. I just hold my breath. I do. I just think, oh, no, don't hurt them.
Mallory missed the first one. She'll have one more. And it's in the air. Got that one. She's got 6 points here this quarter. 12-2, Barren County. 5:05 to play in the first. And Todd Central almost threw it away. Brumfield grabbed it in time. Brings it across. Now works it around the top of the key over the right side. Now here's Weathers. Fires up the shot, and it's going to come off. Ball knocked down by Todd County Central off the hand of Simons. And the ball will go back to the Trojanettes.
Good block out there by Bailey. Didn't get the call, but we got the ball.
Yep. 12-2 the score. Trojanettes with 4:43 to play in the first quarter. Left side, England fires it across over to Bertram. Bertram lobs it back off to Mallory Pettigo. Over to England on the left side. Back out to Mallory, over to Bertram, and down underneath is Bush. Put it up. She's fouled.
Good ball rotation to find the open player. Good patience, swinging the ball around.
Foul is on Simons. First foul on her. That'll be 5 on the Lady Rebels here in the first half. And Jalen Bush back in the stripe for 2 more. First one is on the way. Good. Right down the middle of the fire. Carly Delk checks into the Trojanette lineup. 5'7" junior, averaging 5 points a game. Had a good game last night against Glasgow. Gave him a big lift, 12 points.
Outstanding game. You know, obviously Elizabeth led us in scoring and points, but I thought the unsung hero of the night was Carly Delk.
Yep. Bush gets both free throws for Jalen. That's her 3rd point of the game. 14-2. Trapped in the backcourt. Todd Central having trouble. Oh, we're going to get a foul here.
I didn't see much there.
And they're going to put it on Elizabeth Bertram. I didn't see anything either. But
well, your Kentucky game's tipped. They left my Tennessee game to go to Kentucky, so you were right. It's 5 o'clock.
Have to keep everybody updated. It's here at the game, not watching it on their phone or something. Here's Brumfield driving toward the basket. Shot off the glass. It won't go. And Bailey Pettigo trying to fight for the rebound. And coming out of there with his Mallory Pettigo. Up court it goes to Bertram. She's going to go to the right side of the basket. Puts it up and in.
She's really worked on that. She's gotten stronger with her weak hand and weak side shooting.
16-2, Barren County. Half of the first quarter gone. And Weathers with the basketball here on the near side. Weathers sends it over the right side. Brumfield open, 3-pointer in the air, no good. An offensive rebound, though, and another 10-foot shot this time for Brumfield goes through.
Offensive rebounds, yeah. You know, you just don't want to give any team a second shot at the basket.
No second chance. Cross-court pass underneath. There's Bush going up. Ooh, that should have been a foul right there, but no whistle. Stolen away by Bertram. Goes under, flips it up, it's blocked. Got a foul this time. And Elizabeth will go to the free throw line. Foul is on 13. That is Simons, her second. Number 6 on the Lady Rebels here in the first half. And Elizabeth Bertram at the line for 2 shots. The first one in there.
One thing they're doing in the women's college game right now to speed up the pace of play is they're playing quarters like high schools do, but then they clear the fouls. I really like that.
17-4. Bertram hitting the free throw. The second one is good.
Nothing but net.
We've shot 11 free throws already in this quarter, and we've hit 9 of them.
9 of them, okay.
18-4, Barren County. They lob it up court. It's Redding losing it. That is Kenley Redding, who checked in, a 5'5 senior, but they say last touch by the Trojanettes. Another change in the lineup. 34, Shelby Johnson, 5'4 junior, and 21 in the ballgame, Morgan Cannon, a 5'4 sophomore. Coach Levin going to his bench early. Here's a shot going up and in, and that is Cannon getting the bucket.
We must have missed one of our assignments on the new check-in. Nobody had her.
Bailey Pettigo right down the middle of the lane. No, gets her on rebound, puts it back up and in. Just ripped it away and gets the easy 2-point bucket underneath to make it 20-6. In the backcourt, Todd County Central's Weathers, and a cross-court pass comes to Brumfield. Brumfield to the right side of the floor, crosses the midcourt line, gets in a trap. And we're going to get a foul here. Is it all illegal?
It is.
It is. That's Katie.
Yeah, that wasn't much either.
So she'll have to go to the bench. Jalen Bush also goes out. Eve Jackson in the ball game now. 5'8 junior, averaging 4 points. Mackenzie England returning to the Trojanet lineup.
Need to make sure everybody's got their player here. Looks like we do.
Right side is Brumfield. Bounce it out high there to Johnson. They swing it off the left side to Weathers against Carly Delk. Trying to drive. Carly cuts her off, bounces it back out. They set it up again. Brumfield to the right side of the floor. Backs it out almost to midcourt. 20-6 Trojanettes. 2:20 to play, first quarter. Brumfield. Halfway to the corner on the right-hand side. Giving it out to Redding. Back to Brumfield for 3, and it's good.
She's had a nice little game. Didn't she have their first basket now, that one?
She's scored 7 of their 10, or 7 of their 9 points already. Here's Mallory Pettigo from 18. It won't go. Left side of the rim. Gets her on rebound. Back out to Bailey. Throws it up. It's no good. And Johnson had it stolen away. And there's Bailey Pettigo off the window. It won't fall. Carly Delk has it tapped back out to her. England off to Bailey Pettigo. In traffic up on the left hand. Banked it off. No good. England the lane. Shot it good.
You kind of feel like some of that's the fatigue factor we talked about. Just their legs just aren't quite there.
22-9. There's a cross-court pass coming to Johnson, and she bounces it off now to Redding. Out front now is Weathers. Gets rid of it to Brumfield.
It's a big crowd, but it's kind of quiet.
Yeah. Student section across the way, not doing a whole lot. Here's a shot out of the corner. That is Weathers knocking it down. Now, they shoot about as well from three-point range as they do overall.
I mean, those last 3 hadn't even, nothing but net. Hadn't even touched the rim.
22-12 now with 1:05 to play in the first quarter. Jackson down low. Here's to Delk and back out to Mallory Pettigo. Free throw line jump shot. Good.
Basket, Pettigo.
Mallory Pettigo with an 8-point. 24-12 Trojanettes. 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Brumfield bounces it off out to Weathers. Weathers now goes left side to Redding. Back down to the corner to Brumfield. Sends it back out now to Weathers. Trying to penetrate left and right. Lost it, but Brumfield there to get it. Backs out. Top of the key. Throws it up. It is good. 3-point shot for Brumfield.
Yeah, that's 3 they've had.
And they've cut it to single digits, 24-15. Here's England from 8 off the glass. No. Offensive rebound put up and in by Carly Delk.
Just keep picking up where she left off last night.
26-15, 13 seconds to play in the quarter. There's a baseball pass up court, and a shot by Johnson won't go. Rebound to Bailey Pettigo. Got time, 5 seconds to play. Bailey going to the bucket, throws it up. It is good, and a foul.
You know, and that's one thing as a coach you can take a lot of comfort in when you've got a player like Bailey on the floor that you know she knows how much time's on that clock and just what to do with the basketball.
Well, that's going to be 2 now on Weathers. They have 3 starters now with 2 fouls with 1.5 seconds to play. And Bailey Pettigo at the charity stripe. Her first trip to the line, and it goes in.
Now back a little bit.
1.5 left here in the quarter. Inbounds pass comes to Weathers, and she'll let the clock run out. 29-15 our score after one. Trojanettes on top of Todd County Central. We'll come back with the second quarter in a moment. We're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. 29-15, Trojanettes on top of Todd County Central as we start the second quarter. And it is sponsored by A.F. Krill and Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Jay Turner with Courtney Cruz and Sarah Kate Pettigo on stats with us tonight. And Trojanettes at 9 of 11 free throws in that first quarter.
Yeah, nice job offensively. I think Coach Lindsay probably had some things to say about defense, though.
Yeah. Allowed them to score 15 points and 3 3-pointers.
3 3-pointers, couple offensive rebounds.
There's a wide open shot from the right corner, no good for Johnson. Mallory Pettigo's got the rebound. And here come the Trojanettes on the run. Right side, Jackson fires it down low to Delk. Oh, and she traveled.
I tell you what I really liked about that is once Mallory got the ball, our white jerseys took off. They had confidence that Mallory was going to get the ball down the court, and she did. We weren't able to capitalize, but I still liked it.
Todd Central in a trap. Here's a pickoff and a layup. Good for Mallory Pettigo.
Great anticipation. Good trap by Katie and Eve to make that happen.
31-15. Weathers gets rid of it off to Brumfield. Being chased in the backcourt. Weathers fires it up court to get it across the line. Brumfield stops and fires that three-pointer. Got it.
Yeah, they got to know where she is. I mean,
she only averages 10.7 a game, and she's already got 13 after actually 9 minutes of play.
Yes, we got to know where number 3 is.
Jackson will fire, misses from 15, gets her on a rebound, trying to go back up. We're going to get a foul call.
Really good job by Eve following her shot. Of course, no one on the court knows where that ball's coming off better than the shooter.
Foul is on Emma Harris. First foul on Harris, 8 on the Lady Rebels. And Eve Jackson at the free throw line. The shot goes up, it's off.
Entering the Trojanet lineup, number 20, Raven Ennis.
Got some substitutions. Looks like Bailey's going to come back in the game, give Mallory a much-needed breather. She's had a nice game so far.
Elizabeth Bertram's on the bench with 2 fouls.
Raven
Ennis.
Yeah, I missed that. Raven
she didn't play last night.
She's been battling a back injury. I checked on that.
Jackson hits the free throw, 1 of 2, makes it 32-18. 6:48 to play in the first half. Weathers fires it across to Brumfield, knocked away. Here's Murphy with the basketball, trying to go up. It's blocked. And rebounded there by Weathers. Here's Brumfield, spins across and tapped it over to Weathers. Yeah, they need to know where Brumfield is. She's knocked down 3 threes.
It's like they've got Katie on her now.
Katie Murphy, the 5'4" 7th grader. Here's a lob. It's over the head of Johnson, taken by Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo down the middle of the lane. Dishes off underneath the Delk. She puts it up. It's good.
Great job by Bailey, spreading the court, drawing the defense, and then hitting Delk for the open basket.
34-18. Bad pass. Delk's got it. Delk goes up with a shot. Going to get a foul. And if it's on Harris, that'll be number 2 on her.
We're doing a nice job with anticipating the pass out of our defense right now.
So Carly Delk at the line. There's his second foul. She's the 4th Lady Rebel to pick up 2. Shot goes up. It's good.
Yeah, we missed, what, 3 so far? Our free throws are looking pretty good.
We are 10 of 12.
Good thing we've been there a lot.
No, excuse me, 10 of 13 now.
Yeah.
Because we missed one a little bit ago from Eve Jackson.
Eve missed and Mal missed.
There's another miss. And battle for the rebound. Jackson trying to get it. It's picked up by Bailey Pettigo. In the lane, floater, banked it in. On the People's Bank shot. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. 37-18, another bad pass. And here's Dell going inside, trying to go up. Oh, they're going to call a charge.
Yeah. Right idea there, maybe just jump stop.
First foul on Conley Dell, third one on the Trojanettes. Jalen Bush back in the ball game for Barren County. At 5:48 to play here in the first half, 19-point lead. And Todd County Central, they got Rager back in the game now, playing with 2 fouls. And now in trouble. They're going to get a timeout.
Good timeout by their coaching staff. She was definitely in trouble. We were getting ready to have a jump ball, which would have been our possession. So their coach saved it.
First timeout, 32nd timeout, the Coca-Cola timeout. Over to Coke and enjoy the game. It's homecoming night 2019 here at Barren County High. And the festivities will take place at halftime of the boys' game.
All right, Jay, you got 7-6. Kansas is up, but it's early. It's like 13 minutes to go in the game. You know, Kansas is the only team that's beat Tennessee men. I think the big man has gone down since then. So Kentucky facing a very different team. I mean, they're definitely still very good, don't get me wrong. They're probably one of the few programs that have a tradition as rich as Kentucky's, but they are losing a key player tonight.
Tennessee has impressed me so far this year. I think they've got a chance
I really like
to go to the Final Four.
I can't believe Texas let him go.
Yeah.
But I'm glad about it. I like Grant Williams and Admiral Schofield, and they're fun to watch.
John Central with the basketball. Brumfield's got it on the right side of the floor. Wants to drive with it. Cut off by Bailey Pettigo. Now sends it off to Rager. Oh, a foul here on Murphy.
You know, I don't know if it's because the fouls are 9-3. She did have her hand on her. She got a call last night on that, too. Yeah. I know her mom's been fussing at her about it. But it's not much there as far as advantage, disadvantage. Just a little hand check.
14th foul of the Trojanettes here in the first half. Simons out top. And couldn't handle the pass. Was Fort. Goes out of bounds.
So it looks like Todd County Central is going to stay in their 2-3 zone.
Katie Murphy over to Jackson on the left side. Out top is Ennis. Back to Jackson. Jackson trying to slip it down low, and it's taken away in there by Johnson.
Yeah, right idea to get the ball inside, just poor execution.
Brumfield with it for Todd County Central. Bringing it back out. Johnson out there with her. She puts down the dribble, picks it up now, and bounces it off now to Simons. Here's a bad pass, picked off by Jalen Bush. Got a 2-on-1. Bailey Pettigo will go to the basket, missed the shot. It's tapped back to her. Throws it back up, it comes up short. Ball gets away. Murphy trying to get the loose ball and out of bounds.
We had numbers there. We got to come out with some points.
Valerie Pettigo checks back into the Trojan lineup for Eve Jackson. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 37-18. Barren County led 29-15 at the end of the first quarter.
Coach Lindsay's the only person in GMJ's probably battling more than you. I don't think she's got her voice tonight.
Well, she about lost it last night, I think. Had trouble with it. That bronchitis stuff is not very good. We're going to get a foul called. And Bailey Pettigo, her first, team's fifth.
I know we've got a lot of kids and staff that are suffering right now, strep throat, the flu, and our thoughts are sure with everybody that's battling that kind of stuff.
That's one thing I've never had is strep throat, and I hope I never get it.
That'd be horrible in your line of work.
I've had the flu before. I had it last year and took the flu shot.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Did you take it this year?
I did. I took it this year, so I always take a flu shot. We'll see what happens. Todd Central with the basketball. Simons feeds it off to Brumfield. And in the lane, here's a shot going up and in.
She's a nice
She's a top player. She's a senior. 4-year starter for Todd County Central. 37-20. Murphy on the right side. Fakes, drives. Ooh, a collision here. And we're going to get a travel called against Katie Murphy.
Sure. There was a lot of contact there.
I thought so.
I think she did travel, but I think it's because she was fouled.
Anyway, Barren County will set up a full court pressure again. As it comes into Johnson. Pass deflected up in the air. Taken by Murphy. Gives to Bailey Pettigo. In the lane, the floater. Banked it in.
Katie Murphy's getting better every game.
Only a 7th grader. And they have the chase down the ball. Here's Johnson dribbling it off her foot, and it goes out of bounds. 39-20.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 3:24 to go.
Coming up at halftime, Anthony James from Park City Elementary will join us. Talk about what's happening over in Bear Country. 3:15 left here in the first half. And there's Mackenzie England over to Mallory Pettigo. Cut off by Brumfield. Has to bring it back out to Murphy. Back over to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory over the left side. Murphy looking inside. Here's a turnaround shot by Bush. Is way off the mark. And she tried to go for her own rebound. It's going to be called for the foul.
I like that, though. That's a good hustling foul. Go following her own shot. Yeah.
Her first foul. That's 6 on the Trojanettes here in the first half. And ball knocked away by, I believe, who had a hand on that? Was it Bailey?
I think it was.
England can't get the shot to go. Bush puts it back up and in.
Bush in the right place.
41-20.
You know, she does a nice job of rebounding it high and keeping it high, where those little players can't get it.
As Todd Central trying to break the pressure, they do. They bring it down the right sideline. They'll set it up. Brumfield's got it out front.
Somebody's, yeah.
Left side, Simons. She'll launch it, and it is no good. Rebound to Mallory Pettigo.
You got a break right there.
Fires it down. Bailey Pettigo. Ooh, a collision. What are we going to have? Well,
you didn't even have to ask.
Yeah.
You know who's calling.
All that delayed reaction, you never know.
Yeah, he loves them, though.
Yeah. So the basket's not going to count. And Bailey Pettigo calling for the charge, her second, team 7th.
But I will say he'll give us that same call. I mean, he's consistent with it. But he loves a charge.
Most of the time, it's going to be a charge.
It is. He loves a charge.
You wait for the signal, and it's like, okay, it's probably going to be a charge.
Yeah. Of course, Bailey had to come out there with the second foul.
And Bertram's been on the bench for quite some time.
She has. I know she's not liking that.
41-20 as we head to the 2-minute mark. And the ball deflected out of bounds, trying to throw the top of Mallory Pettigo.
But you know, on a positive right now, we've still got a 20-point lead.
Yeah.
We've got Delk in there getting some quality minutes. We've got Katie Murphy that we talked about, just a 7th grader out there. That's good. That's going to help us down the long run.
It was 29-15 at the end of the first quarter. Now it's up to 21. Minute 53 left to go in a half. Weathers gives it to Rager. Rager into the key. Needs help. Out to Brumfield. Brumfield straight away to Weathers. And Weathers crossover to the left. And down to the baseline. Trying to shovel it out there. It was knocked out of bounds by Mallory Pettigo.
Trojanettes staying in their half-court man-to-man. Katie Murphy right now checking number 3, the shooter that's got the most points for Todd County. Brumfield, I think you said.
Yep. Comes out to Weathers. Minute and a half to go here in the second. And she double-dribbled. Brumfield was starting to break toward the basket, and she picked it up and put it back down.
She wanted to hit her, didn't she?
Yep. Mallory Pettigo will set things up for the Trojanettes. Right side it goes to Murphy. Murphy. Now breaking down the lane was Delk, had the shot blocked, got it back, and then went up with it, foul.
Really good cut to the basket there by Delk. I know she didn't get the basket, but that was a great cut. And good pass, too.
Foul on Brumfield. That'll be her first. Number 10 on Todd County Central here in the first half. Delk puts it up. It's no good.
Reentering the Trojanet lineup, number 20, Ennis.
Raven Ennis, 5'7" freshman, checking back to the Trojanet lineup for Jalen Bush. And Carly Delk back at the stripe. This shot goes up, and that one pops out too. Loose ball underneath, shot put up and in. Just kind of dug it out of there, Mallory Pettigo.
We've done a nice job on the offensive glass. We've had a lot of putbacks.
43-20, 1 minute to play here in the first half. Right side with his Rager.
We've slowed down our scoring, but thankfully we've slowed them down as well.
Yeah. We've only scored 14 this quarter. They've scored 5. 45 seconds to go before halftime. We're going to get another foul here on Katie Murphy.
Fouls on number 30, Katie Murphy.
That's her second. Team's 8th. Going to put Brumfield at the line. She's a 75% foul shooter. First free throws tonight for Todd County Central. First one on the way, and it bounces in. Took the back iron and fell through. 43-21.
You know, she's a good shooter. I'm surprised
she's the best foul shooter on the team, 75%, and hits the bonus.
Yeah.
43-22. 40 seconds left in the half. Mallory Pettigo with the basketball. Down to the corner goes to Ennis. Ennis fires it down low in there to England. Turns, throws it up, it's short. Mallory Pettigo with the offensive board. And we're going to foul. Somebody reached in. And she was surrounded by 3 or 4 Lady Rebels.
She was. But I mean, I hear Coach. He's calling her over now too. I hear Coach Withrow really working at one of his features is working with the post players, and he's doing a fantastic job. And I like him encouraging Kenzie right now. We got to get her in the scoring game as we make this stretch.
Mallory Pettigo hits the first, and she'll have one more. It's 44-22, Barren County.
You know, Kenzie's got great hands and is a really good shooter for a post player.
And that one's going to come off. And battle for the rebound, and Brumfield comes out of there with it for Todd County Central. Fires it off to Weathers. She'll launch it. It is no good. Missed it short. Delk comes out of there with it. Gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. 15 seconds left to go in a half. Across it goes. It's deflected, intended for England underneath the basket.
12.6. Good situational basketball right here.
Navy!
Mallory Pettigo will toss it in. Comes out to Ennis in the right corner. Fires it off to Murphy. Inside, here's Mallory Pettigo, and she puts it in.
Great call out of bounds. I think Coach Chapman made that out of bounds call.
4 seconds, 3, pass almost picked up by Murphy, and that'll do it for the first half. Trojanettes up 46-22 over Todd County Central. We'll come back with a halftime report after this. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
board games, interpretive dance. We have music appreciation, journalism. We have book club, aeronautics. They're learning to fly and program drones.
Wow.
We have percussion and also archery going on at this time.
Amazing at the elementary level.
Yes, sir.
Learning all that.
Yes, sir, absolutely. It's a great opportunity for our students. That's one of the things I would say. Park City is the place to be. If you want your student to have an opportunity, not just an academic opportunity, but an extracurricular opportunity, it's a great place to send your student to school.
How's your enrollment been this year? I always ask that question.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that, sir. It's excellent. We're sitting at about 450 students, so we're doing quite well, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Has been a lot of sickness lately, flu and all that going on. I know it's going around throughout the district, but how's your attendance been the last week or so?
It absolutely has taken a hit, but I'll tell you what, I want to brag on my staff and my students. They're doing a diligent job of washing their hands, using sanitizer, and trying to cut down on those. My front office staff and my nurse have done a great job helping support kiddos and making sure if they are sick or under the weather, we're making sure we get home parents for them.
So let's hope we can get through this and not have to miss any school days because of it.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm right there with you, Jay.
It's always good to see you. Thanks for your time. Good luck to you the rest of the semester, and we'll go see how the rest of this game's going to go tonight.
Absolutely. Good luck to our Trojanettes second half and our Trojans tonight. Great night for homecoming.
Yep.
We are BCJ. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Anthony James, principal at Park City Elementary. We'll come back, take a look at the halftime report. The Trojanettes leading 46-22. And you're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. As we take a look at the halftime stats on the Southern States halftime report. Todd County Central 8 of 17 from the field in the first half for 47%. They were 4 of 8 on three-point shots for 50% and 2 for 2 from the foul line. Amy Brumfield scored 17 of Todd County Central's 22 points in the first half. A three-pointer for Jordan Weathers and 2 for Morgan Cannon. The foul situation, Eliza Simons picked up 3. Paige Rager with 2, Jordan Weathers with 2, and Emma Harris with 2. Trojanettes shot a little over twice as many shots as Todd County Central did in the first half, hitting 17 of 36, 47%, 0 for 4 on three-point shots, and 12 of 19 from the free throw line in the first half for 63%. Already a couple of players in double figures. Mallory Pettigo has 15 here in the first half to lead Coach Piper Lindsay's ball club. Also with double figures is Bailey Pettigo with 11 points. 5 each for Mackenzie England, Jalynn Bush, and Carly Delk. 4 for Elizabeth Bertram, 1 for Eve Jackson. And, of course, Elizabeth Bertram only played 5 minutes. The first half, got in foul trouble, picked up her second there, Courtney. And,
she did.
She'll be back ready to go for the second half.
She will. She's instant offense, and that says a lot about us. So we've got the kind of lead we had and weren't able to play her that whole time. So that's good, too.
Right. And looking at free throws, I thought we shot, 12 of 19 is not too bad. That's 63%. Well, that's what we shoot on the season.
I don't like
but
that.
I'd like that to go up to about 70 to 75.
I agree. I think that's
especially in big games. That's what you got to have.
I don't know where he got it, but my dad always said you shoot 15% less in games than you do in practice. So he always, would set goals for me and what I had to shoot in the summer compared to what I would, because I'd always had to have 90% in the summer because you wanted 75 or better, like to your point.
Yep. Third quarter coming up, brought to you by A.F. Curl & Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. And anytime you're away from your radio and you've got your laptop or your phone and want to listen to the ball games, get on ESPNKY.com, click on the broadcast center, then Barren County Sports, and you can hear all the broadcast of the Trojans and Trojanettes basketball games. Busy week next week. Hopefully the weather will cooperate as we'll host Greenwood here Tuesday night. That'll be a girl-boy doubleheader. Casey County girls on Thursday, JV Varsity. And Hart County on the road Friday night. Of course, Monday night, the Trojans play host to Russellville. That'll be a JV Varsity. So we've got actually 5 nights of basketball next week.
Well, give me a little preview, Jay. What's Todd County boys like? Todd County
They're 5 and 15.
5 and 15,
yeah,
okay.
And they've got a guy that's pretty good. They went to the regional tournament last year in John Calvary. He's like 6'7", 230.
Ooh, big
so
guy.
They'll have to handle him on the inside. He's their leading scorer.
They will. Well, as we start the second half, something to keep our eye on, I think Mallory's game high is 17 points. And so she's got 15 in the first half. So a couple baskets, she could have her career high.
Yep. Bertram will start. England, Bailey, and Mallory Pettigo, and Jalynn Bush. Trojanettes with it to start the second. They lob it down in there to Bertram. Bertram working with a shot up and no good. And the rebound comes off to Johnson. Or excuse me, Fort for Todd County Central. Weathers will set it up.
Do they have all their players back in, the same starters?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Got Harris starting the second half. Fort and Brumfield. And here's a 3 by Rager off the mark. Rebounded Jalynn Bush, hands it off to Bailey Pettigo. Down the middle, lobs it up now to Bertram, going under, puts it up, got it, and a foul.
She needed that bucket, get her going here in the second half.
Foul on, was it 33?
You're right.
Weathers, her third. She's the second player to pick up 3. Shot goes up, good for Bertram. She's 3 for 3 at the stripe, 7 points.
In our half-court press, or full-court press, I'm sorry.
And it's 49-22.
Ooh, that's got to be close.
Yeah, she had to throw it off the foot of Mallory Pettigo to beat the 5-second count. No,
it hit her, though.
It came back to her because she was standing out of bounds.
Yeah, it hit her. She threw it off Mallory, but then it hit her.
So on the left baseline, Mallory Pettigo off to Bertram on the right side of the lane. Steps back, throws it down there to Bailey in the lane. Here's England, puts it up and in.
That's the touch I'm talking about right there.
Full court pressure, and then Brumfield will bring it across the midcourt stripe down the right side against Elizabeth Bertram. It's 51-22 now. The lead extended out to 29 for Barren County. 5-0 run to start here in this first minute of the second half. Weathers angles off right. Gonna stop and pop. 3 in the air, short. And it goes out of bounds.
Smart decision by the Trojanettes. Just let it go ahead out.
Barren County's basketball as it comes into Mallory Pettigo. Feeds in the middle there to England and over to Bailey Pettigo. Fires it down court. Here's Bertram. In the lane, here's England. Shot good.
Really like that. Bertram drew the defense, and then Kinsey trailing. We hit her.
9 points for Mackenzie England. And Brumfield is trapped in the corner in a traveling violation.
One of the best things I've seen right there is that trap by Mallory and Bertram. When we first started doing this defense, our kids wanted to reach in. And right there they didn't. They stayed straight up, and they didn't reach, and they got the turnover.
And Mallory Pettigo will toss it in. Comes out to Bailey Pettigo. She'll circle it out. Get rid of it to Mallory. 31-point lead now for the Trojanettes. Right side is Bailey Pettigo. Now here's the back door over to Bailey Pettigo from Mallory. Shot goes up. It's good.
Pass led her a little farther than we would have liked, but still.
Had to step back about 6 feet. Oh, what we got here? Foul? Oh, I didn't see that one.
On us?
They called it on Bailey. That's her third.
Oh, I thought maybe they called it on them. They already had the ball ready to shoot.
Well, 2 more points. We get a running clock here.
Yeah.
With 6:08 to go in the third.
I'm sure Coach Lindsay will sub at that point.
And Brumfield gets it in front court. Working the right side. Bertram trying to come from behind to swipe it, but couldn't get to it. Here's Weathers. Weathers brings it back out front. Over the right side now. They go down to the corner. Bailey fell down for a second, but
she took a shoulder. Yes, she took a little shoulder to the chest. Number 3 is talking to the official.
And Weathers.
You know, the women's game's just physical anymore. It's not just.
Yes, it is. Weathers fires it off to Rager. Rager curls into the lane, throws it up. It's blocked. And out of bounds to the Lady Rebels.
I thought last night was physical. Both games. I mean, both teams played hard and played physical.
Yeah. Rager will toss it in. Comes out to Brumfield. And Bertram came from behind. Swiped it away. Goes in for the layup. Got it and a foul. That was a frustration foul.
That was. That's exactly what that was. Yeah.
That'll be her second, team second.
Number 3, Amy Brumfield. That's her second, team second.
That will start the running clock.
And you know, you and I've talked, that's as a young player, that's a lesson you need to learn, that's the worst foul you can do. You either need to block the shot or...
Shot missed by Bertram. And here's Weathers down to the right corner. Gets her out to Rager.
Yeah, either block that shot or let him go. But we didn't take advantage and finish it.
Weathers taking her time on the dribble out front. Not in any hurry here. Down 35. Going baseline. Rager loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Todd County seems a little frustrated right now. They've had a lot of turnovers.
11-0 run by the Trojanettes here in the second half.
Have they scored this half?
No.
Okay. Yes, she did.
Yeah, that's unforced, though. Nobody was defending her.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we...
You okay physically?
Bertram, I think, is wanting out. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Not sure.
I don't know.
Weathers may have got away with a walk there. Rager bounces in there left of the lane. Now working around to the right side. Rager bounces off. It goes in the corner and out of bounds. Trojanettes ball. The clock running here in the third quarter with a 35-point lead. Mallory Pettigo brings it into the front court. Off the left side it goes to Bertram. Feeds it left of the lane. Bailey Pettigo out to Bertram. Free throw line. Shot is no good. Underneath, Mallory Pettigo, the rebound and the putback. 17.
Yep, tied her high.
And it is 59-22. And
she may be coming out.
Yeah. 3:24 left to play here in the third. And we'll get Katie Murphy in the ball game. We'll get Emma Hughes in the game, a 5'4" sophomore. I think Carly Delk's going to check in.
Was Eve checking in?
Eve Jackson, I believe. Raven Ennis.
Yes, that makes sense.
Make sure we get...
we're in the huddle right now. It's hard to tell who's going in and who's not. But
so a 13-0 run here in the third quarter for Barren County.
Well, I don't have an up. Oh, yeah, I do. 33-28 is your update.
What is it? Who's ahead there?
Oh, now it's 33-30. I'm sorry. Sarah Kate wanted to make sure I got that last basket. It is Kansas ahead by 3 with 25 seconds to go.
In the half? Yeah, 33-30 Kansas.
Yes.
Good ball game.
That's a great game.
All right. It's Todd County Central's basketball. We do have Ennis. We got Murphy. We got Hughes, Delk, and Jackson on the floor.
Hope to see that same intensity and defensive pressure that we had out of the starters.
They send it down to Rager, along in front of the Todd Central bench, out to Brumfield. Bounces back off.
They kind of ran a play similar to ours where they looked for the back door.
Ball's loose, picked up by Eve Jackson as they had her trapped. Long pass down to Hughes, goes up with a shot, missed it.
Even did a really good job of waiting until the defense flew by, just didn't make the shot. But.
Came up short. Weathers with a basketball, hands it off to Brumfield. Brumfield trying to drive, cut off by Murphy. Sends it back over to Weathers. Weathers fires it off in the right corner. Rager will pull the trigger, and it is good. And it went around the rim, but it goes down, and that is their 5th three-point basket.
First basket of the second half?
Underneath, yes. Ennis has it ripped away, but a jump ball with possession arrow going to Todd County Central.
This is what we talked about. We don't want any letdowns.
5 of their 9 baskets have been three-point shots.
Wow. That's an interesting stat.
59-25.
Jay, is there a dance when there's homecoming still?
Never,
when I was in school,
unless they schedule one, I never hear of one.
Okay.
Todd Central lost it out of bounds. Used to be, but you don't hear much of it anymore.
I thought there used to be. I was thinking when I was in school there was a dance on this night afterwards.
Murphy gives it over to Hughes. Hughes looking, out top now to Ennis. Left side is Murphy, back to Ennis, left of the lane, dishes off in the corner. Jackson fires, it's no good. And a battle for the rebound. I believe Ennis tried to save it, but stepped on the inline.
Just listening to their crowd giving the officials a hard time, but I don't believe the officials.
I don't think much you can do about it now, down 34.
Yeah.
Weathers for Todd County Central. Gets rid of it over the left side now to Simons. They go down to Rager. Rager. Now, foul here. And it will be on Emma Hughes. Her first, team second. Minute to play here in the third quarter. Redding and Johnson.
It goes quick with that running clock.
Yes, it does. It's only stopped, once or twice?
Yeah.
For free throws. So Rager fires the middle, knocked away by Ennis. As Jackson fed it right back off to Ennis. She'll go to the bucket, lays it up, it's no good, but we'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, really good defense there by Raven, but you can kind of see she's a little stiff. I don't know if it's still that back or...
4 on Weathers. And the third team foul on Lady Rebels. Shot goes up, it's no good off the front of the rim. Does he have muscle spasms or what? I haven't heard what the...
I'm not really sure what it is.
Or just maybe a pulled muscle. Second shot is missed.
Look at that.
Put back up, no good for Delk. And another offensive rebound. Here's Hughes will fire the 3. Bottom.
Nice shot. Good work on the offensive glass as well.
That's our first three-point shot we've made tonight. On a People's Bank 3, 62-25, Barren County.
That's our first 3 of the
night? It is. It sure is. 14 seconds left in the quarter. Rumfield going up baseline, cut off. And the ball got loose. Weathers has it in the right corner.
Trying to post Katie there.
A long, high-arching 3, good at the buzzer. That's out between the circles for Weathers. And that is her second 3 of the ball game. That ends the quarter. Trojanettes 62, Todd County Central 28. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. And while we were away from the action, Carly Delk hit a shot underneath to give the Trojanettes a 64-28 lead. Here's a shot banked in for Rager. That's her second bucket of the night, 64-30. Ennis, and she's going to be called for a little bunny hop there. Shot went in.
Great post move by Delk. Gets the shot off the glass to start.
Right. Liberty Rice checks into the Trojanette lineup, 5'4" sophomore.
Jay, what was the score? I should have written it down. What was the score when we subbed, when we made the mass substitutions? I was trying to see if we'd been outscored since then.
That I do not know.
I don't know either. I think we were 59 maybe.
Yeah, it could have been 59-22. Was that because they scored 2 threes there?
8-5.
Here's a shot up, no good for 3. And an offensive rebound. It goes back underneath, and a shot put up and in by Johnson. 64-32. Here's Liberty Rice has a shot blocked trying to go up on the other end. And Todd County Central back the other way. 64-32, Trojanettes, 6:34 to left to go in this one. Simons down to the corner, Brumfield 3, good.
I cannot believe she just averages 10 points.
She's got 20 tonight and 4 threes. Pass picked up at Brumfield, did the splits down there and got rid of the basketball, but another turnover at midcourt. Jackson came up with it.
Great hustle by Eve to save that.
And she's got it on the right side of the floor. Out it comes to Rice, left side Murphy, down to the corner to Ennis. Ennis circles it out, throws it back out to Jackson. Jackson, right side of Rice. They go inside. Carly Delk flips it up off the glass. It's no good. Got to get a foul called against the Trojanettes.
I like it though. I like us looking into the post. We've got a real size advantage there. We didn't make the shot, but I hope we keep doing what we're doing.
Carly Delk, second personal, number 3 on Barren County in the second half. 5:38 to go. Clock running here in the fourth. It's 64-35. And there's a bad pass picked off. Murphy's got it for the Trojanettes. Murphy sends it down in there to Rice. Almost lost the handle, but retrieved it. Circles out. Oh, bad pass, but was knocked away by Redding and out of bounds at midcourt. It'll stay with Barren County with 5:15 of the clock running. Emma Hughes checking back to the Trojanette lineup. She's going to come in for Carly Delk.
Yeah, Delk with another nice game tonight.
7 points for Carly Delk. 5 minutes to play in this one. And Liberty Rice has it. Putting down the dribble now. Gets rid of it to Murphy. Gets away from her defender. Nice. Underneath back to Rice, and she puts it in.
Yeah, good cut by Liberty and great pass by Katie.
66-35, Trojanettes. Barren led 46-22 at halftime. Here's Johnson putting it up, no. Tapped out of bounds, and they say went off Johnson. Barren County will get the ball with 4.5 left. Shot going up out of the corner for Hughes, no good. Offensive rebound, going back up was Murphy, and she's fouled.
Good follow by Katie.
And the foul will be on Simons, and that's her fourth. Second Lady Rebel to pick up 4 fouls. Katie Murphy can't get that one to go.
Re-entering the Lady Rebel lineup, number 21, Harris.
And we're only 1 of 5 from the foul line here in the second half.
We jinxed them, didn't we?
Yeah, I guess so. Shot so well the first half.
Yeah, we did.
Second shot for Murphy is going to go in for her first point of the game. 67-35. Rager, left side over to Redding. Out top, Brumfield. Brumfield want to work to the right side against Murphy. Now goes baseline, trapped. Oh, foul.
Yeah, I thought looked pretty good there, but calling it a little tighter maybe. Don't want to let it get away from them.
Liberty
Rice her first. That'll be number 4 the Trojanettes. 3:45 to play. Here's a 3. It's in the air, and it's no good this time.
One of the few misses she's had.
Going to get a, I'm going to say, jump ball.
Come on, Raven, you got rebound.
So it is Todd Central's basketball.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by that call. thought he was going to call us for the foul.
And underneath, there's a shot put up and in by Redding.
Stepped in just right in perfect spot.
67-35. 3 in the air, no good for Emma Hughes. Murphy, the rebound, and it's underneath, puts it in.
Katie really sees the court well for a young player. I mean, she's got several really good assists.
69-37. 3 minutes to play. Brumfield working right against Murphy. Throws it across. Three-pointer, no good.
Liberty with the block
Rice
out.
was held there.
It was a great block out.
Well, she was holding her.
Yeah, she was.
She can't believe she was doing that. But
yeah, Liberty's
she did.
trying to stretch her arm out right now. That was a great block out. Anytime the ball hits the floor, because you're blocking out that strong, that's great.
We're going to get Graceland DeWeese, a 5'9" freshman, number 10. Addison London, number 24, 5'6" freshman. And also in the ballgame, Emma Stewart, number 2, 5'5" freshman.
Love it when we can get everybody in the game here on homecoming night. Super, clear the bench.
Liberty Rice handling the point out there. Working to the right side, gives to London. Out it comes to Stewart. Now Stewart's picked up her dribble, has to get rid of it to Rice. 2 minutes to play. They fire it in the lane. Hughes over to Stewart. She'll fire. Air ball. And chase down Todd County Central's Fort has it.
I remember the nerves, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
A young player coming in the varsity game.
And that shot's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to clear their bench now. 23, Jayla Lavelle. 5 is Tamia Foster. And 22, Jaden Boards.
So, Jay, is the homecoming festivities between games or halftime of the boys?
I thought it was halftime of the boys.
Okay,
Unless they changed it here before the last few minutes.
No, you would know. I had no idea.
Yeah. DeWeese gets rid of it off to Hughes. Here's Rice, open 3 in the air. Bingo!
Girl. Nice shot, Liberty.
72-37 on a People's Bank 3 for Liberty Rice. Down 2 minutes to play. Round to the left side, it goes to Weathers. Weathers reversing it back out. Ball slapped away by Rice out of bounds as they try to go back to Lavelle.
Might get one last possession in here.
50 seconds to play in this one. Weathers for Todd County Central on the left side, reversing. Now gets with the basketball to Lavelle. In the corner, here's a 3, air ball. Underneath, they get the offensive board and picked up by Weathers on the left side. 30 seconds to play in the game. Weathers bounces it out to Lavelle. And now it comes out to Foster. Foster, right side to Boards. 19 seconds left in the game.
And getting ready to fire up with the fight song.
14 seconds left. They're still passing around. It's picked up by Stewart. Stewart, 8 seconds to go. Stewart will throw it back outside to London. Down to 5 seconds. London down to 2. That'll do it. Trojanettes win it by 35. 72-37 over Todd County Central. Todd County Central drops to 3-14. Barren County goes to 19-3 on the year. We'll come back with a post-game report in a moment, brought to you by CPC Commodities. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. You can throw the records out the window. And talked about whoever the 4 seed is in the district would have possibly a chance to win the thing this year.
I don't think there's a clear-cut favorite at all. I mean, of course, Allen County has won, and you got to say they're the favorite, but they've been
close games that they've won.
They beat us here too. They beat Glasgow 3 over there. So it's not like there's a big gap like there was. Last year was really important to get that 1 seed. To play Allen County, who was not bad, but they were a step below everybody else. Right. So this year, you just got to go in ready to play, confident, and anything can happen on a given night, especially with the pressure of the tournament on you.
Still got several games to go before tournament time gets here. Of course, we played our last district game, but Allen County, Scottsville, Monroe, and Glasgow still have a couple of games to play before the tournament gets here. We're going to get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. The officials for tonight's game presented by Southern States, and they are the same 3 we had in the girls' game earlier. Tony Brown, Mike Carby, and Chris Reeder. And the first quarter of action sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Citizens First, come grow with us. Couldn't get Coach Piper Lindsay on for Coach's comments because her voice is probably about like mine was Wednesday night. Couldn't talk.
Yeah, it was real quiet over there tonight. That was a change. So it was she was struggling to get, when she did talk, it sounded like she was about 10 years old.
Yeah,
so,
that's how I was talking Wednesday night.
Maybe you give it to her.
Probably do. This bronchitis stuff is no fun. That's for sure. At least it's not the flu, though.
No. Thank goodness for that.
That's right. Yeah, pretty good crowd for homecoming night and a Saturday night. Normally we don't have a huge crowd, but it is homecoming night and a lot more fans have come out. The weather warmed up today after the snow this morning. And it warmed up to be a nice afternoon, sunshine, and we'll have the homecoming festivities at halftime. We've got the student section across the way in burgundy and gold tonight.
It's it was a nice day out today, sunshine, and it was a nice day to be out. So hopefully it'll end in 2 wins tonight. Done got the one. Let's hope we get one more here tonight.
Right. Got a busy week next week at Russellville here Monday night. Only 1 night off before we get the Panthers in here. And then Tuesday I got Greenwood if the weather permits. Hopefully it will. And then the boys will be up at Owensboro next Saturday to play Davis County at the Sports Center.
Yep, that'll be a fun trip for them. Get to play in a college, nice arena there. So
a couple of girls' games to squeeze in there as well Thursday and Friday. Here at home against Casey County, and then at Hart County on Friday night. So 5 nights of basketball next week.
Anyone out there listening that's not here or listening here, come out Thursday night to the girls' game. Casey County's got a good team.
They do.
So it'll be a good game. Yep. We need your support. The girls need your support just like the guys would. So ask you if you're not here tonight, and come to the game Thursday night.
Yeah. John Calvary gets Aiden Nike in the toss, who's going to be controlled the tap by Barren County. Gavin Withrow has set it up. Todd Central in red uniforms. White numbers and letters outlined in gray. Trojans in their home white with Trojans scripted across the front of their jerseys in burgundy and gold.
Reset it.
Withrow. On the move left. Reverses right. Almost drug the pivot foot. Gives it off to Bandy. Bandy shoots over Calvary. It's no good. Bush with the offensive rebound. Bush trying to go back up. Can't get it to go. And Calvary comes down with a rebound for Todd County Central.
Got two good shots at that look at the basket there. And if I remember correctly, the big boy last year gave us all kinds of hits.
On the high posters, Calvary turns toward the basket behind the arc. He's going to let it go for 3, and he drains it. And they're on the scoreboard first at 3-0. Here's Niken down low. Out to Bandy. He'll pull the trigger for 3. It's off the mark. Bush with the offensive board, but he had to strip loose. Still loose on the floor. Bandy fighting for it, scrambling for it. And a jump ball possession arrow to the Rebels.
Just a little short on both Will shots. Could be a little fatigued from last night, but Todd County played 2, so that's no reason, no excuse. We got to find a way to dig deep and play hard.
With the basketball is Morrow for Todd County Central. Gives it off to Tolliver. Left side it comes to Moore. Back out top. They give it to Rager. Rager trying to drive against Withrow. Going under, puts it up. It's good. And it's going to be a foul call against Gavin Withrow.
Slap down. He can't afford to slap down.
And Rager at the line. He's an 84% foul shooter. I don't have team stats, but I've got individual stats on free throws. And there's a shot. It's good. And it is 6-0, Todd County Central. Key with it, out to Withrow. Goes right side over to Niken. Back out top, Key. Left side, Withrow. Back out to Key. Hands it back off to Withrow. A little over a minute and a half gone. It's 6-0 Todd County Central. Niken wants to drive. He's cut off, but shoots into the lane, and it is no good. Crashing the board, Bandy puts it in.
Good job by Will there, rebounding that one, getting an easy one to get us on the board there. Good effort.
So almost 2 minutes gone here in the quarter. Todd County Central with the basketball. Morrow being chased out there. They hook it off the left corner. Rager fires a three. It's good. 9-2. Todd County Central. Here is Niken spinning in the lane, trying to go up with it. It is not going to go down, but he gets fouled. And the foul on number 4, that's Morrow. His first, team's first. Sending Aiden Niken to the free throw line, 65% foul shooter. First one is on the way, and it rattles out. We'll have one more try at it. Not a good start for the Trojans.
No,
down 9-2.
Not a lot of energy, is there?
And the second toss is good for Niken. Makes it 9-3. And now
going to the 1-2-2 half-court trap, trying to get
they break the pressure as Morrow sends it off the right corner. Dump it to Calvary. Back out for a three-point try. No good. Rebound taken by Tyler Bush. Bush into the front court. Leaves it out there with Landon Key. Left side Bandy. Three if it goes. Yes.
Good ball movement. Reverse the ball then. Got a wide open look. You know, good job of moving the ball quickly there.
People's Bank three-point shot for Will Bandy. Here's a pass knocked down, but it's Calvary underneath. Puts it up. He got it and a foul. He is like 6'8" and 240.
He's a big old boy. Good hands there. That was a tough catch there.
So Calvary have a chance at a three-point play. Will Bandy his first personal. Number 2 shot is missed by Calvary. Bandy again pulls the trigger three. No good this time. Rebound to Todd County Central. Right side is Rager. Dumps it down to Calvary. Right of the lane. Inside. Shot goes up. It's blocked. Niken fighting for the rebound. Jump ball. And possession arrow to the Trojans.
Good job there on him making take a tough shot there. It was forced shot, and we did a good job of rebounding it.
11-6 the score. As Withrow walks it up court. Gets it across the line. Left side it goes to Niken. Niken heads into the lane and goes inside. Puts up the shot. It's no good. Batted against the board. And we're going to have jump ball possession arrow to the Rebels. .433 to go here in the first.
Two jump balls the first 3.5 minutes.
And Todd County Central throws it away. Rager threw it over the head of his teammate Tolliver. Going to get a couple of freshmen to the ball game now for the Trojans. Mason Griggs, 5'11" freshman, 3.5 points a game. Tate Porter, 6-foot freshman, averages 6. He knocked down 3 threes last night against the Scotties. That 2-point loss. Griggs with the basketball. The middle goes to Bush. Bush at the free throw line. Fires it over to Griggs. On the right side, down low's Bandy. Oh, and dangerous pass, almost thrown away. Niken threw it back. Off to Bush in the lane. A shot good.
Good hustle by Aiden there. Made a good hustle play.
Barren within 3 now, 11-8. Half the quarter gone. Todd County Central with the basketball. Morrow's got it out front against Griggs. Wants to drive against him. Right side to give it to Moore. Moore in the paint. Turns and fires it back out for a 3-point shot. That is good for Morrow. They've hit 3 threes. 3 of their 5 have been from behind the arc here in the first quarter. 14-8 Todd County Central. Niken driving, spinning, throwing it back out. Here's Bandy. Pull-up jumper. 15-footer. No good. And rebound to Todd County Central. Rager giving it off to Morrow. Another long distance 3, no good this time for Moore. That was an NBA 3. Niken behind the back dribble and lost the handle. And a turnover. Here comes Rager up the left side for Todd County Central. Here's Calvary with it left of the lane. Back in the corner. And now Rager, 3 in the air, bottom. That's 4 threes for Todd County Central here in this first quarter.
I don't know a lot about them, but do they usually shoot the 3 this well, stat-wise?
Well, I don't have there weren't any team stats online that I could research.
Don't really matter what they usually do. They are tonight, aren't they?
The only thing I had was point averages and free throw percentages.
All right. Tonight they're shooting it very well.
But they've lost 7 in a row. They've only won 1 of their last 11. They haven't had a win since December the 28th, and that was against Lexington Sayre, 60-56. They lost to Franklin Simpson last night at a district game, 56-47.
You wouldn't think they would shoot the 3 that well if they've lost 7 in a row like they have tonight. So.
And 2 other district teams they played here in the 15th. Glasgow beat them by 26 on January the 5th, and Allen County Scottsville beat them by 13 on December the 28th.
Well, we got to, we just got to get the energy going.
Yeah, we're just kind of
lackadaisical right now.
Griggs with the basketball. High post left comes to Bandy. He'll give it out there to Porter. He'll pull the trigger. 3, no good. Battle for the rebound, and going to be a jump ball. Cody Lane reached in there to tie it up against Deontay Tolliver. But it will be Barren County's basketball underneath in the alternating possession. And Bandy will toss it in, left of the bucket. Comes out of the corner, now gives it to Griggs. Griggs gives it to Bandy. Bandy turnaround jump shot, 17-footer, banked it in. People's Bank bank shot. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. Trojans down 7, 17-10. Morrow driving, lost the handle, he came back down, traveled. Barren County will get the basketball. Now, I wouldn't think Todd Central is that good from three-point range. 4 out of their 6 field goals have been three-pointers. Left side, Griggs trying to drive, falls down, is stolen. Tolliver's got it for Todd County Central. Down in the lane, flips it up and missed it. Rebound, Michael Harbison, who just checked to the lineup for Coach Warren Cunningham. He's having some trouble, needs some help, had it slapped out of his hands, going to get a foul call on Moore. That'll be his first, team second. Caleb Hester's checked into the Trojan lineup, 5'11 junior. He'll come in for Mason Griggs. 2:03 left to go here in the first. It's 17-10, Todd County Central. Lane in the front court, working. Get a lot of pressure out there. Gives to Hester on the right wing. Hester on the dribble, trying to get a screen from Harbison. Goes right and then cuts back left. Goes it back out to Cody Lane. Now he'll throw it out to Hester. Right side is Porter. Porter trying to make a move. He's cut off by Rager. Sends it back over to Hester. Down low. And there's Bandy. Turnaround jump shot. Following no. Cody Lane back up. Got it.
Good rebound. Good effort play there by Cody. You can always expect a great effort from Cody. Now he's going to give you that.
17-12. Todd County Central. Minute 23 left to go. First quarter. Calvary's got it out top. The 6'8 senior for the Rebels. Rager wanting a screen out there. He'll go right side with it over to Morrow. Morrow looking for Calvary. And he lost it. Going to get a whistle and a foul. Cody Lane came up with a basketball. And the foul will be on Todd County Central's number 21. And that is John Calvary, his first, team's third.
Good hustle there by Cody and drew the foul on the big guy.
Number 14, Kamari Briggs, 5'9 junior, checks into the Todd County Central lineup. Also number 11, Tanner McHouston, a 5'9 junior. Got Aiden Nyken back in the ball game for Barren County. Cody Lane, high post right to Harbison. Harbison looking, turning toward the basket's Calvary. Fall away shot, no. And coming up with the basketball is Calvary. Not a good shot there.
He turned around into a wall. That big old 21 is a big kid.
That's pretty much what he is now. Yep. He's strong, too. Rager, free throw line jump shot is in and out. Harbison gets the rebound for the Trojans.
Good strong rebound there by Michael.
Hester up court to Nyken. Nyken out to Hester. Left side it goes to Lane. Out top, Porter. Bounce pass right side over to Hester. Hester get a lot of pressure out there. A lot of hand checking going on. Nyken, shot blocked by Calvary, who takes it away. 25 seconds to play here in the quarter. And they get on the high post to Calvary. Calvary turns, Gives it on the left side to Briggs. Briggs goes up with a shot. It's too strong. Calvary came over the back, threw it back over the backboard.
That don't count.
That shouldn't count. Oh, they're going to give it to him anyway. He was back behind the backboard and flipped it up. Three-pointer at the buzzer, no good for Niken. And that will end the quarter. Todd County Central ahead 19-12 over the Trojans. We'll come back in a minute. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. Well, I tell you what,
there's no excuse for missing that.
That was
just none.
A terrible call. Here's a three by Rager that's off the mark. Calvary coming over the top of everybody and puts it in. 21-12. Todd County Central, three by Withrow. Bang! 21-15. Todd County Central the basketball to give it out to Rager. And out front now is Moore. Right side with it, McKeeston. Back out to Moore. Yeah, they missed that one, but big time.
There's no
That's not even in the rule book that you can score.
There's no excuse for that to happen. No excuse whatsoever when three guys are out there and they can't get it right. Usually don't say much about the officials on the air, but that one there was bad, real bad.
Moore will toss it in for Todd County Central. Still looking, throws it way out of the back court to Briggs. Briggs takes Withrow one-on-one, hands it off out there to Moore. He'll give it to McHouston. Inside, Calvary, turnaround jump shot, left of the lane, no good. Rebound taken by Hester. Here comes Niken down the floor. Niken fires it off to Bandy. Baseline shot. Good.
Good ball movement again. Got the ball up quick before they could set their defense, so good job there.
21-17. Excuse me. Barren County down by 4. Rager gives it over to McHouston to the right side. Down low is Calvary. Calvary against Bandy, trying to muscle it. He spin move, the shot goes up, no good. Niken with a rebound, off to the races. And it should be a reach in on somebody. There were three surrounding him. Foul is on Rager, his first, team's fourth.
Caleb, you said it. Caleb, you said it. Roberts.
Barren County's basketball underneath. It'll be Withrow to toss it in. Withrow gets it out to Bandy. He'll leave it with Withrow. Right side is Hester. And they throw it away. Right into the hands of Moore.
He just jumped up and caught it, kind of like a baseball pass. He just jumped up there and caught it.
Todd Central, McHouston almost lost the handle. He's in a trap. And reach in, tied up, Niken. Will go to Barren County on the alternating possession. 6:08 to play here in the first half. Landon Key back in the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Caleb Hester. And Key will toss it in. Comes into Withrow. Barren down 4.
We're only down 4, and we've kind of been sloppy and not very sharp, so that's a good sign. Maybe we'll get it going here in a minute.
Out top is Bush. Right side it goes to Withrow. Down low, Bandy turns and shoots over Calvary. Hit it. 11 points for Will Bandy here in the first half. And his lead is down to 2 now, 21-19 for Todd County Central. Moore, he walked, no whistle, banked it in. 23-19. On the other end, here's Niken flipping it up, an air ball, taking the Calvary. Moore fires it off left side to Rager. Rager dumps it down to Calvary. Calvary looking, wants to get around Bandy. Muscles it up, it is no good. Trying to get his own rebound, knocked loose. And we're going to get a jump ball, possession arrow to Todd County Central. Hester returning for the Trojans. Back in for the Rebels is Dominic Morrow. And number 10 in the ball game, Tommy Stewart is in the game, a 6-foot junior. Calvary will toss it in, right of the bucket. Sends it off to Briggs. Out to Rager, dumps it in there to Calvary at the free throw line. Turns and goes back to Rager, wanting a screen there from Calvary. And Bandy knocked it away, but Rager chased it down. Back out to Briggs. He'll give it to Morrow. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Barren County down 23-19. Left side, Morrow down to the corner. And going to be a foul on Landon Key. His first, team's fourth. Tolliver checking back into the Todd Central lineup. And the ball comes into play. Out in the left corner. Now to Morrow, back around. Here's a long three by Rager. No good. Missed it badly. Bandy tried to save it in bounds, and it went off of Gavin Withrow.
A lot of contact down there, too. I mean, we're, hate to keep harping, but my goodness. Call a little hand check out here, and then
Todd Central up 23-19. Rager's got it. Rager dumps it in there to Calvary, turns to the right post, gives it out now to Tolliver, out to Morrow, and now Morrow almost had his pocket picked by Bush. Here's another loose ball. Key trying to dig it out, jump ball, and a possession arrow to the Trojans.
Good hustle by Tyler and Landon to get in there and dig it loose.
Aiden Niken back in the Trojan lineup, comes in for Tyler Bush. 4:16 to go here in the first half. It's 23-19, Todd County Central. Barren County's outscored the Rebels 7-4 here in this quarter.
Yeah, we've kind of settled down and getting better shots. And
backdoor pass. Hester shoots it. No, short. Comes to the hands of Key. Key turns and fires it back out to Withrow. He'll throw it up from 10. Hit it.
Good pass out there from Caleb. He could have took a tough shot, but he found a better shot. So good job by Caleb.
23-21, accelerating. Here's Moore throwing it up, no good. The battle for rebound coming out of it is Aiden Niken. Aiden Niken, and he's going to be fouled. Shot's not going to count. Foul out of the floor. That'll be number 5 against the Rebels here in the first half. And it's on Rager, his second. Cody Lane, 5'11" junior, back in the lineup for Caleb Hester for the Trojans.
Kind of settled down here in the last 3 or 4 minutes and playing a lot better.
Here's a long three by Withrow. Got it. Rattled it down for his second People's Bank 3-point shot of the quarter.
We're ahead.
Yep, 24-23. Kind of everything in slow motion, seems like. Maybe I'm in slow motion.
Yeah, we all may be.
Calvary's got it left side. Throws it back out top. They go back in the middle, knocked away. But they throw it away. We'll call a walk anyway. They threw it away, but it would have been a traveling violation.
We offensively were better, but I say that the starts when we picked up the defense on the defensive end. We've really gotten after them and not giving them nothing easy, and they've turned it over. So it all starts on the defensive end. I'm sure that's what Coach Cunningham told them in one of the timeouts. Knowing him, he's a defensive man. And picked it up pretty good.
Well, I'll give you a score on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Let's see, we got a final score in from, Central Hardin beat LaRue County tonight. This is boys. 71-67.
Wow.
And Glasgow boys are ahead at halftime over Logan County, 29-23. I think the boys' game being played first.
Yeah, I heard that this morning. They was playing first because of their homecoming tonight, too. So
that's the only scores I've got. Of course, big one tonight between Bowling Green and Allen County Scottsville boys over at Scottsville.
Should be a good one.
Barren County with their first lead of the ball game, 24-23. 3:20 to go in the first half. Stay tuned. The homecoming festivities will be taking place. At the end of the half, high post right comes to Bandy. Bandy turns against Calvary. Now leaves it out there with Withrow. Withrow on the right side of the floor. Straight away over to Key. Left side he goes to Lane. They bounce it down low to Niken. Spin move. Get around his defender. Goes to basket. Lays it in.
Good strong move. Took a good shot that time. He forced a couple early, but right there was a good patient move for Aiden.
Aiden Niken's first basket of the half. And it's 26-23. And Lane almost stole it away.
Good hustle.
They go down low. Left to Lane. Stolen away by Withrow. Here comes Gavin to the basket. Throws it up. It is no good. Follow. Good for Bandy.
Good hustle all around there. Will really busted his tail to get down there and get the offensive rebound. So good job.
28-23. Trojans by 5. 2:27 to go in the first half. More. Bounce to the baseline. Here's a shot going up. It is no good. And Calvary throws it back up. It's blocked. And they're going to call a foul way out of the floor.
I believe it was, but the guy right there had it didn't call it. So.
It'll be 2 on Will Bandy, 5th one on the Trojans in the first half. John Calvary, 0 for 1 at the stripe. 9 points in the ball game so far. Hit a 3, and his first free throw is good. Tay Porter in for Will Bandy for the Trojans. 28-24, Barren County. Back in for Todd County Central is Dominique Morrow. He'll replace Bryce Nolan, who just checked in for a moment. Calvary's second toss on the way, good again. 62.5% foul shooter. He's 2 for 3 tonight in the first half.
Big boy, but he's got a good touch, too. He's a good player.
28-25. Niken's got it right side. Bounce pass it in to Key and had it slapped loose. Moore with it out front. Moore will get rid of it off to Morrow. Morrow to the right side of Rager. They got it down to Calvary in the corner. Calvary against Niken. And now looking, going to up and under move. Flips it up, missed the shot, gets his own rebound. Triple team, had it lost it up in the air. Loose ball on the floor, diving for it. Bodies everywhere. Lane comes up with it. Here comes Withrow. Withrow throws it up. It is no good. And going to get out of bounds. I believe that was Todd County Central's number 15. Tanner Farmer, who just checked in, stepped on the baseline.
Well, we've really ramped up the intensity here.
Bob and Niken throws it up. Got it. 30-25 Barren County. Todd Central has scored 6 points this quarter. Barren County has scored 18. Minute 15 to play before the break. Moore driving, cut off by Porter. Throws it back out to Morrow. Morrow on the dribble against Withrow. Throws it up to the lane, way short. Ball slapped out long, out of bounds. Calvary was over the back of Niken. I don't think they're going to call anything on it. Going to get McHouston back in the game. He'll replace Farmer for Todd County Central. Tay Porter back in the game. Got Caleb Hester, Mason Griggs, Landon Key, and Aiden Niken on the court. 57 seconds to go before the break. Here is Rager, and stripped out of his hands and out of bounds. Stays with the Rebels at 53 seconds to play here in the first half.
He's doing a good job of swarming the ball. You know, we're not giving them any easy shots now.
Comes into Calvary, posted against Niken, down low, turns, lowered the shoulder in. Put it up and in. 30-26, 30-27, 40 seconds to play. One official's not going to call anything except throwing up a shot behind the backboard. 33 seconds to go. Here's Porter. He'll pull the trigger. No good. Rebound to Calvary. 28 seconds left to go in a half. Calvary dumps it inside, and it's Moore working to the paint. Throws up the shot. It's short. Hester. Got bumped. No call. 12 seconds. Long looping pass up to Niken. Goes under. Puts it up. Foul on Calvary. His second. Team 6.
Number 41, Calvary is second, team 6. Mason.
And Aiden Niken going back to the free throw line where he's 1 of 2 tonight. 8.8 seconds to go before halftime. Free throw is up and good for Aiden Niken for his 6th point. 31-27.
Been a good quarter for Barren. We really played well, shot the ball well, guarded a lot better than we started the first quarter.
And the second one's good for Niken. 32-27, 8 seconds to play in the first half. Todd Central with the basketball. Here's Rager, fires a 3, drains it. His 3rd tray of the half. And that will do it for the first half of the score. Barren County 32, Todd Central 30. And we'll come back with the homecoming festivities after this break. And, well, we'll keep it right here. Actually, we need to give the microphone down the road to Mr. Bruce Simmons or whoever's doing the homecoming festivities. Todd Steenbergen's going to be doing it, so we'll hold the phone right here as Barren County outscored Todd Central in that second quarter, 20-11. But Rager knocking down 3 threes there in the first half with 12 points, 13 for John Calvary, 3 for Dominic Morrow, and 2 for Preston Moore. And we're ready for the homecoming festivities here with our public address announcer, Mr. Todd Steenbergen.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the halftime festivities for the 2019 Barren County Basketball Homecoming, which is sponsored by the Barren County Pep Club and Barren County High School. We would like to thank the Pep Club officers for their hard work and dedication to our our basketball homecoming. President Max Hutton, Vice President Sailor Botts, Secretary Emily Klein, Treasurer Brianna Shirley, Reporter Lily Shipley, Sergeant of Arms Allie Bell. The Pep Club is sponsored by Teresa Bewley. And now for our candidates. Our first candidate is Miss Scarlett Burge, a senior, sponsored by the band. She is the daughter of Beth Ann Payne. Other activities include drama and beta. She enjoys reading, writing, and being outdoors. Her escort this evening is Savannah Thomas, daughter of Peggy Jo and Keith Thomas. Our next candidate is Miss Caroline Kinsman, a senior, sponsored by the Beta Club. She is the daughter of Jenna and David Kinsman. Her activities include band, swimming, and HOSA. She enjoys hanging out at Sonic, Pep Band, and being with friends. Her escort this evening is Cody Whitfield, son of Melissa and Randy Whitfield. Miss Katie Martin is next, a junior. She is sponsored by the Broadcasting Club. She is the daughter of Sean Martin and Teresa Cowan. Her activities include newspaper, orchestra, and Leos. She enjoys acting and music. Her escort this evening is Zach Owen, son of Stacy and Tommy Owen. Our next candidate this evening is Miss Brianna Shirley, a senior, sponsored by FBLA. She is the daughter of Darren and Robin Shirley. Other activities include drama, Pep Club, Beta, and the dance team. She enjoys dancing, spending time with friends, and going to Lexington. Her escort this evening is Ezra Kiddick, son of Clinton and Mary Jane Kiddick. Up next is Miss Mallory Pettigo, a senior, sponsored by FCA. She is the daughter of Ivan and Michelle Pettigo. Along with FCA, her activities include FBLA, Pep Club, basketball, and softball. She enjoys watching Netflix, traveling, and hanging out with friends. Her escort this evening is Garrett Hyatt, son of Bryson Hyatt and Sally Long. Up next is Miss Destiny Garrett, a senior, sponsored by FCCLA. She is the daughter of Heather Scott and Brandon Garrett. She enjoys working with kids. Her escort this evening is Cole Wilson, son of Kelly Barrett and Greg Wilson. Our next candidate is Miss Brianna Ridlin, a senior, sponsored by FFA. She is the daughter of Terry and Marcia Smith. Brianna is also involved in FCA. She enjoys FFA and showing horses. Her escort is Alex Wood, son of Jamie and Elizabeth Wood. Up next, Miss Maria Estela Reyes Peralta, a junior, sponsored by the Foreign Language Club. She is the daughter of Tony Neal Burge and Raquel Peralta Ruiz. She is also involved in marching band and winter color guard. She enjoys playing instruments, listening to music, cooking, watching movies, sketching, going shopping, and swimming. Her escort this evening is James Johnson, son of Willie and Karen Johnson. Our next candidate is Miss Sailor Botts, a senior, sponsored by HOSA. She is the daughter of Jason and Brandy Botts. Other activities include cheerleading and pep club. She enjoys watching Grey's Anatomy, eating, shopping, and cheerleading. Her escort this evening is Trey Carver, son of Billy and Emily Carver. Now, our next candidate this evening is Miss Mackenzie Martinez, a senior sponsored by JROTC. However, unfortunately, due to a family emergency, Mackenzie cannot be here this evening. She is the daughter of Christy and Rodell Martinez. Up next, Miss Brianna Crowder, a sophomore, sponsored by the Y Club. She is the daughter of Kip and Monica Crowder. Other activities include drama, band, beta, and choir. She enjoys singing and acting in musicals and hanging out with friends. Her escort this evening is Weston Hoffman, son of Roland and Jenny Hoffman. Up next is Miss Maggie Hutton, a senior, sponsored by the Drama Club. She is the granddaughter of Wayne and Marty Hurt. Her activities include cheer, pep club, and she will be Sandy in the upcoming school production of Grease. She enjoys cooking, singing, working out, tumbling, and working as a lifeguard. Her escort this evening is Lane Morris, son of Josh Morris, Leslie Kidd Morris, and Krista Morris. Our next candidate is Miss Bailey Nunn, a senior, sponsored by the yearbook. She is the daughter of Mike Nunn and Rita Benedict. Other activities include Pep Club, Beta, and FBLA. She enjoys hanging out with friends, working, and watching Netflix. Her escort this evening is Trent Gamble, son of Richie and Beverly Gamble. Our next candidate is Miss Taylor Kinslow, a senior, sponsored by the SAD Club. She is the daughter of Steve and Ann Kinslow. She is also involved in FCA and tennis. She enjoys eating sushi with friends. Her escort is Brandon Pemberton, son of Sandra and John Marcus. Our next candidate, Miss Grace Butler, a junior, sponsored by the dance team. She is the daughter of Grady and Donita Butler. Her other activities include FCA, yearbook, and pep club. She enjoys dancing and kayaking. Her escort tonight is C.J. Gutierrez, son of Christian Gutierrez. Our next candidate this evening is Taylor Hensley, a senior sponsored by cheerleading. She is the daughter of Eric and Debbie Hensley. Her activities include pep club and SAD, and she enjoys cheerleading, competing in pageants, and traveling. Her escort this evening is Justin Combs, son of Greg and Patty Combs. And Miss Whitney Stevens is our next candidate, a senior, sponsored by Best Buddies. She is the daughter of Chris and Tracy Stevens. Her activities include Best Buddies and FBLA. She enjoys hanging out with friends and working. Her escort this evening is Brennan Crane, son of Brandon Crane and Marcia Huffman. The Pep Club and Spring and Winter Sports teams have nominated candidates as well. Our first candidate sponsored by the Pep Club is Miss Allie Bell, a freshman. She is the daughter of Benson and Ashley Bell. Her activities include FBLA, Pep Club, cheerleading, soccer, and drama club. She enjoys going to the lake and playing soccer. Her escort this evening is Caden Murray, son of Maxie and Kathy Murray. Our second Pep Club candidate is Miss Maddie Anderson, a sophomore. She is the daughter of Mike and Amy Irwin. Her activities include cheer, golf, track, FBLA, beta, drama, Pep Club, FCA, magnet, and orchestra. She enjoys traveling and mission work with her church youth group. Her escort tonight is Caden Crane, son of Brandon Crane and Marcia Huffman. The third candidate from Pep Club is Miss Kaylee Forshey, a junior. She is the daughter of Tim and Melanie Forshey. Her activities include cheerleading and Pep Club. She enjoys tumbling and watching the TV show Friends. Her escort this evening is Adrian Bragg, son of Michael and Alicia Hendricks. Our last candidate sponsored by the Pep Club is Miss Maddie Murray, a senior. She is the daughter of Maxie and Kathy Murray. Her activities include cheer and Pep Club. She enjoys going to the lake and watching Netflix. Her escort this evening is Easton Frazier, son of Anthony and Angie Frazier. Winter Sports is sponsoring their first candidate this evening, Miss Ann Benning Jones, a freshman. She is the daughter of Bo and Nicole Jones. Her activities include softball, cheerleading, drama, beta, FBLA, and FCA. She enjoys shopping, cheering, playing softball, and going out with friends. Her escort is Jamison Bowie, son of Shane and Jenny Bowie. Our second candidate sponsored by Winter Sports is Malin Newberry, a sophomore. She is the daughter of Carissa and Joey Newberry. Her activities include cheer, FCA, FBLA, beta, and track. She enjoys going to the lake and tumbling. Her escort this evening is Leighton Coffey, son of Eddie and Michelle Williams. Our third Winter Sports candidate, Miss Micah Burrell, a junior. She is the daughter of Stephen and Kelly Burrell. Her activities include cheer, FCA, and Pep Club. She enjoys being outside and watching Grey's Anatomy. Her escort this evening is Jake Gill, son of Michael and Amy Gill. And our last Winter Sports candidate is Miss McKenna Burrell, a senior. She is the daughter of Stephen and Kelly Burrell. Her activities include cheer, Pep Club, beta, and drama club. She enjoys going to cheer practice and watching Netflix. Her escort this evening is John Richardson, son of Clay and Lisa Richardson. And now the spring sports candidates. Our first candidate is Olivia Stice, a freshman. She is the daughter of Shane and Terry Stice. Her activities include soccer, basketball, HOSA, and Pep Club. She enjoys watching movies and hanging out with friends. Her escort is Gage Allen, son of Michael and Valerie Allen. Our second spring sports candidate is Lara Simmons, a sophomore. She is the daughter of Eric Simmons and Ann Prophet. Her activities include KYA, FCA, and softball. She enjoys hanging with friends, listening to music, and going to the lake. Our third candidate sponsored by Spring Sports is Miss Leah Jesse, a junior. She is the daughter of Steve and Amelia Jesse. Her activities include Pep Club and track. She enjoys hanging out with friends, shopping, working out, and playing with her two dogs. Her escort this evening is Harley Combs, son of Scotty and Norma Combs. And our last candidate by Spring Sports is Miss Hayden Sutherland, a senior. She is the daughter of Allison and Stacy Sutherland. Her activities include Pep Club, softball, and SAD Club. She enjoys hanging out with friends, eating Mexican food, and playing Fortnite. Her escort this evening is Lane Stevens, son of John and Brooke Stevens. The Pep Club would like to say a thank you to the West End, Unique Gifts, Redmonds, and Ellen Blevins for their sponsorship tonight. And we would like to welcome back now the 2018 basketball homecoming queen, Miss Rebecca Maxwell. Daughter of Karen and Bobby Maxwell, Rebecca is a freshman at Western Kentucky University. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. First, homecoming king runner-up is Zach Owen, son of Stacy and Tommy Owen. And the 2019 homecoming king is Michael Harbison, son of Beth and David Harbison. The homecoming queen runner-up is Miss Mackenzie Martinez, daughter of Christy and Rodell Martinez. And give her a round of applause. Unfortunately, she could not be here due to the family emergency. And now the 2019 Barren County High School homecoming queen is Miss Maddie Murray, daughter of Kathy and Maxie Murray. Give our new homecoming queen, Miss Maddie Murray, a round of applause. And we want to thank all our candidates and escorts. Let's hear it for them once again, and thank you for being here for the 2019 Barren County Basketball Homecoming.
Thanks to Mr. Todd Steenbergen with the homecoming festivities tonight. We're at halftime of the boys' game. The Trojans leading Todd County Central 32-30. We're going to take a break, come back, take a look at the halftime report, which is brought to you by Southern States. After this break, you're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
We could have started last week at 4. We've been all right. Started this week at 4.
Yeah. But Monday night, the Russellville. Tuesday night, Greenwood will be here. Thursday night, girls host Casey County. Friday night, we go to Hart County for a girls game, and then Saturday up in Owensboro at the Sports Center as the Trojans will take on Davis County.
Where are you going to eat?
Which place?
Yeah.
Oh, in Owensboro?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know.
Huh?
They ain't got a choice up there, you know. You got Moonlight and you've got Old Hickory.
I believe I'll be.
Moonlight usually is the most frequently placed, yes. Todd Central with the basketball to start the second half. This third quarter brought to you by A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home. Trojans up 2. And Marl will head it off out there. And push it off and no call there. And in the lane, that's a walk.
Jump ball.
Trojans will get it on the alternating possession, of course. 7:41 to go here. Is that the boss right there? Is that Matt Gardner's boss?
That's his boss.
Standing beside of us here.
You notice how calm Matt's being with him standing there
he's very
beside
calm,
him.
yeah. Gavin Withrow with the basketball. Over to Key on the right wing. Key looking. And here's Bandy. Right side of the lane. Takes it off in the corner. Gets Calvary. Back around the perimeter. Here's Bush. Spinning. Now he'll give it out to Withrow. He'll go right side, hands it off to Key. Landon Key gives it in there to Nike in the lane. He goes up with a shot. It is good off the glass.
Strong move, good patience there. We didn't have anything early, and we made them guard, and they broke down on their defense there.
34-30, Trojans by 4. Almost a minute gone. Here's a 3 by Rager. Drains it. That is his 4th three-point shot. He only averages 9 points a game, and he's got 15 in this one.
15, he's averaging 9.
Shot out of the corner by Bandy. Got it for 3.
Good answer. Good answer.
His second People's Bank three-point shot of the ball game. He's got 16. Back up to 4 for the Trojans at 37-33. Calvary, top of the circle. Gives to Rager. Took an extra step. Now about a bad pass in there. Here comes Niken. Niken down the floor against Rager and lays it up. He missed the shot. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back in. Niken with 11. Now a 6-point lead for the Trojans at 39-33. Todd Central with the basketball. Tolliver with it. Gives to Rager. Rager, he lost the handle. That ball's going to go out of bounds. Trojans will get it. That ball went 25 feet.
Yeah, he just kind of lost it, then kicked it, so.
Chance here for the Trojans to extend the lead. With 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter, leading 39-33. Niken, bounce pass down low to Bandy. Bandy turns, fires it off, free throw line shot by Bush, bounces off the rim. Bandy gets the rebound. Calvary went up for it. Bandy slapped it away, chased it down.
Good effort there, knocked it away and bounced on the rims, and the big boy jumped, and Will got the tip and went after it.
Gavin Withrow will set it up as he works. High post right comes to Niken. Out to Key. He'll pull the trigger. 3-ball. Yes!
Good shot there. We need some shots like that to fall for Lane. He's a good shooter, and he's been not making them, and he's too good a shooter not to make them. So there was good to see him make that one.
Yeah, pushes the lead out to 9 for the Trojans at 42-33. Their largest the ball game. Calvary left of the lane against Bandy, spinning, going up with a shot blocked. Oh, they're going to call a foul. 3 on Will Bandy. First of the second half against the Trojans. And that'll send John Calvary to the free throw line where he's 2 for 3. Missed it. We'll have another. Tay Porter comes in for Will Bandy, who will have to sit for a little bit with those 3 fouls. And Calvary's second toss on the way. He got that one. Timeout called by Coach Frank Johnson and the Rebels. Barren County leads 42-34 with 5:14 to go here in the third quarter. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a Coca-Cola timeout, and we'll have an update on Kentucky, Kansas.
Kentucky won 70-63.
70-63, the Cats.
Yep.
Over the Jayhawks tonight. That's a big win.
It was a good win for them. Had lost 3 in a row to Kansas, and tonight they got the W.
Well, let's see if I got any other final scores here on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. After 3, Glasgow boys lead Logan County 46-37.
That'd be a good win for Glasgow. We saw Logan here was it Tuesday night?
Tuesday night, yes.
No, good ball team. Good score the ball. Glasgow playing well tonight.
If you missed the girls' game, the Trojanettes winning 72-37 over Todd County Central. That's Piper Lindsay picking up her 19th win of the season. Go for number 20 Tuesday night against Greenwood, a team that we've already played this year.
They've got a really good player, and
Jacqueline Jackson.
Yeah, she's a good player, and she, I think, had 20-something against us the first time, but have to come up with something to slow her down a little bit.
Yep. Barren County's basketball leading by 8. Withrow will bring it up against Morrow. As Withrow gets it across the line. Bounce pass left side. It goes to Niken. Niken gets the screen from Bush. Trying to dribble off of it. Reger stays with him. Back to Bush on the left side. Back out to Niken. Here's Withrow. Hand checking going on out there. And that will be on Morrow, his second. It's only the first foul of the second half against the Rebels.
Kind of looked like he was almost trying to foul him on purpose.
Withrow tosses it in to Niken. Back to Withrow. Goes back to Niken. He'll go inside. Flips it up. Partially blocked by Calvary. Here comes Todd Central back the other way. Moore's got it in the right corner for the Rebels. He'll dump it down in there to Calvary, right of the lane. Posted in there against Niken. Works inside. Follow-away shot, no good. Follow-up, no good. Another rebound put back up and in by Briggs. 42-36. As Withrow brings it across the line against Morrow. Throws it off right side. Key will fire. Rattled out. It went halfway down and came out of there. Calvary with a rebound off to Morrow. Morrow on the front court. Left side Reger. Down in the corner Moore. Down low Calvary. Post up, muscling up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Back up and in. Hard to handle that at 6'8", 240.
Yes, it is. He's a low, and he catches it that low. Even if he misses, he's right there to get his own rebound.
The 9-point lead now dwindled to 4 at 42-38. Withrow leaves in the corner with Key. Thought about it. Bounce pass off to Bush. Bush working inside the paint and almost lost it. He's double teamed. Throws it back out. Withrow fires. It's no good. And a rebound taken off by Morrow. Loose ball knocked away by Bush. Diving for it is Niken. Jump ball. Possession on to Todd Central.
Into the Trojan lineup, number 5, Mason Griggs.
Mason Griggs checking back of the Trojan lineup. 3:36 to play here in the third. Barren up by 4, 42-38. Morrow's got in the backcourt against Griggs. Gets it across the line. Fires it off to Moore. In the middle goes to Calvary. Calvary now turns and gives to Reger. He'll fire it for 3. It's off the mark this time. Up high for the rebound is Niken for the Trojans. Fires it down the left side to Griggs. Niken in traffic. Banked it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Trying to go back up. And we're going to get a foul called against the Rebels. I believe they're going to put this one on Moore. And that'll be his second, team second of the half. And Aiden Niken at the line for 2 shots, where he's 3 of 4 at the stripe tonight. His first toss is up and it's good. Cody Lane and Michael Harbison returning to the Trojan lineup here in the second half. So we got Lane, got Harbison, Niken on the line, Griggs, and Pointer on the floor. Niken puts it up, it's good. 13 now for the freshman, Aiden Niken. Lead is 6 for Barren. 1-2-2 half-court trap. And they fired in there to Calvary. Left side corner, Reger. Can't shoot. Back to Calvary, left of the lane. Now looks, gives to Moore. Free throw line shot, good for Moore.
He didn't look too comfortable shooting it, but wide open, so I think he felt like he had to take that one.
Here's Niken with the basketball. Out to Harbison. Harbison picks up his dribble, looks for Griggs. He's got it now against Morrow. Bounce pass right over to Niken. Niken looking down the corner. Harbison pulls the trigger. It won't go. And the rebound to Todd Central. 4-point lead for the Trojans with 2.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And this is Briggs giving it down to Calvary. Calvary Posting, spinning move, shot goes up, it is no good. Harbison with a rebound. Off to Mikan. Sends it down the floor to Porter. Pass broken up in there, but Lane catches it. Back out to Griggs. Griggs now will shovel it back off to Lane, and back out it comes to Mikan. Harbison trying to get around Calvary. Lost the handle, but chased down by Lane. He'll pull the trigger. Got it for three.
Big shot for Cody. Big shot.
3 threes in this third quarter for Barren. 3 of the 5 field goals.
Kind of a ragged possession, but it ended up with the 3.
Another People's Bank 3-point shot for the Trojans. 47-40. Here's a long 3 that's no good. Moore gets the rebound. Back to Morrow. Left of the lane. Here's a shot out of the corner. No good. Underneath Rager. Wide open. Puts it in. 17 for Rager.
Made them take 2 tough shots and could not corral the rebound.
Got a 2-on-3. Mikan spinning. Going up with a jump shot. It is no good. Halfway down and out. Calvary with a rebound. Up to Morrow. Now Morrow will settle it down. Goes to Rager to the right side. Fires it down low to Calvary. Calvary turns against Mikan. Goes back in the corner to Rager. Back down to Calvary. Calvary trying to muscle it up. Turnaround shot in the lane. Good for Calvary. And he's got 18. 35 points combined Calvary and Rager for Todd County Central. Barren County's lead has dwindled back to 3 at 47-44. 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Porter over to Mikan. Mikan, other dribble, bounce pass in there to Griggs. Goes to the basket, puts it up, no good, but a foul. And I believe it's going to be on Moore. And that will be his third, team's third of the second half.
That'd be mean fouls. 3 on us and 1 on Todd County. So, no, 3 on Todd County, right. 1 on us.
And Griggs is at the line for the Trojans. The shot goes up, it's short off the front of the rim. Been shooting 71% on his free throws. Caleb Hester is checked into the Trojan lineup. With 43.2 to go. Barren up 3. Griggs, second toss on the way. Got that one for his first point of the game. 48-44. And 1-2-2 again for the Trojans. Rager fires it down underneath. Here's Calvary putting it up and in.
Can't let him catch it right there. I mean, that's easy too for him.
Now a 2-point ball game with 28 seconds to go. Hester, bounce pass, Bush, left side, Harbison. Harbison. Outside it comes to Hester. Goes back to Harbison, the left side. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Trojans holding it for one shot here. Down to 8. Left side lane. Off the screen from Harbison. Throws it back out. Hester, long 3. Way short. Goes out of bounds. With 2.2. Glasgow wins tonight over Logan County, 68-60. And here's a desperation throw. Hits the backboard. That will do it for the third. Barren County leads 48-46 over Todd County Central. 1 more quarter to go. We'll come back with it. It's homecoming night. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. Jay Turner with Chad Withrow for the fourth and final quarter of this one, brought to you by Southern States. Trojans 48, Todd County Central 46. Trojans led but 2 at the half and did go up by as many as 9.
Yeah, had a good stretch there and kind of fell asleep the last few minutes of the quarter here. See if we can get it back going. Need to win this game.
Yeah, got all the starters back in now. Niken's got it left side. Bandy sets the screen, but he cuts back left. Goes inside against Calvary. Calvary blocked it on him. Bush grabs the ball, throws it back up and banked it in. He was kind of sideways and put that shot up and in off the window for a People's Bank shot.
Shooter Landon.
50-46.
Gone 2-3 zone here. Try to keep the ball out of.
Morrow, three, no good. Rebound Niken for the Trojans. Going to get a foul call. And it's on, it's going to be 4 on Preston Moore. 4 on the Rebels here in the second half. Trojans 50, Rebels 46, 7:22 to play in the game. Niken with it on the right side, heads into the paint, throws it up in the lane, no good. Calvary with a rebound. Gets rid of it off to Morrow. Up court, left side, Rager. There, here's Calvary on the left side. Back in the corner to Rager. Back down low is Calvary. Turning, trying to go up against Bandy. He muscled it up and in.
We got it playing before he catches it. We're letting him catch it way too easy. You know, we've got to really push him out and make him catch it away from the basket.
Niken in the paint. Throws it up, no good. Trying to keep he's almost charged with it. Here's a shot blocked. And Todd Central comes up with it. 3 ball in the air, no good. Rebound, put back up, blocked from behind by Bush. Bandy's got it, give it off to Withrow. Withrow accelerating, going to the bucket, lays it up, it's no good. Bush puts it back up, it's blocked, but a foul.
That's got to be
goaltending anyway.
Yeah, that's interference when you slap the backboard like that.
That was on Morrow, his 3rd, team's 5th.
I thought it used to be a rule.
I don't know if that's I don't know if they changed the rules now or what. Free throw no good for Bush. He'll have one more shot at it here. And it goes up, and he missed it. The rebound comes off to Todd Central. Same officials called both bad calls there.
Yeah, he explained to Coach Cunningham that if you try to block the ball and hit the backboard, it's not a violation. So, I mean, you could always say.
Try to block the ball?
That's what he told him. You could always say, I'm trying to block the ball.
Anyway, Todd Central's got a chance to tie here. Less than 6 to play. In the corner is Briggs. Give it out to Rager. Now here's Moore from the right elbow. Shot no good. Claiming the rebound is Landon Key. Bounces up court to Withrow. Withrow will curl out of the right side. Gives to Bandy. Fakes one way, goes the other. Shovel pass off to Bush. Bush in the lane. Throws up the shot. It's no good. Ball batted down, and Lane trying to get to it. They're going to say last touch by Tyler Bush.
We keep trying to shoot over 21, and we've not been very successful, have we?
No. He's too big.
He makes it hard to shoot over him. And if he doesn't block it, he makes it harder to even see the goal.
Yep. Put up jumper, short, rebound, knocked around, and coming up with it is Withrow. Withrow fires it down to Key, and he lays it up and in. Landon Key on the fast break and the transition points to give Barren County a 52-48 lead. 5:05 to go in the ball game. And we got a whistle and a timeout call by Todd County Central. This will be a 30-second timeout with 5:01 to go. Barren County 52, Todd Central 48. Look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Let's see what else we have here. We got Greene County leading Metcalfe County 33-28. I don't know if that's a girl score or a boy score.
What is it?
Greene County 33, Metcalfe County 28.
Not sure.
It doesn't say whether it's girls or boys, and that's the first update I've had on that game. Here we are at 7:40. I think there's a doubleheader tonight, unless Metcalfe girls did not play. Todd Central's ball, and Barren County 4-point lead, 52-48. Rager will toss it in. It comes out to Morrow. Morrow working against Landon Key out front. Now sends it off the left side. They trap him. That's McHouston. And a whistle. Going to get a foul. Second foul on Gavin Wolfrow. It's 2 on the Trojans in the second half. And Morrow will toss it in. Left of the bucket for Todd County Central. Comes out long to McHouston. They go into Calvary. Fires it off in the right corner. Rager going to baseline. And inside, they kick it back out. McHouston pulls up from 12. He hit it. 52-50. Trojans by 2. 4.5 minutes to play. Key for 3. It is in and out. Rebound taken by Calvary. Outlet pass comes to Morrow. Morrow down to the right corner. McHouston will fire for 3. It's no good. Rebound comes off to Cody Lane. Lane racing up the right side. Throws it across over to Key. Wide open look at a 3. No, it came up short. And another rebound by Moore for Todd County Central. 4 minutes to play here in the game. Morrow with it out front. Goes left side with it. They go down low to Calvary. Posted against Bandy. Backtracking in. Double team up and under. Ooh, block. Oh, late whistle. Foul on Will Bandy. It's going to be his 4th. Team's 3rd of the second half. John Calvary at the line for Todd County Central, where he's 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. 22 points tonight for Calvary. He averages 18 a contest. Free throw is good. 52-51. Calvary can tie the game here with 3:51 left to go. Shot goes up, and he hit it. Ties it at 52. Full court pressure by Todd County Central. Comes into Withrow. Withrow bounces it off there to Lane. Lane throws it down court to Bandy. Bandy pulls up, shoots over Calvary. It is short. And a rebound to Rager for Todd County Central. Morrow brings it in front court for the Rebels. Pass deflected by Withrow out of bounds, trying to go to Moore. And Tyler Bush will come in for Will Bandy as he's got 4 fouls on him with 3:31 to play. Morrow with the basketball. Morrow against Landon Key. Works to the right side. Now wants to drive. Goes up with a shot. It's good. Tough shot. But he made it anyway.
We need a basket here. We kind of
down 54-52, and here is a nice move to the basket for Knight, and he got around Calvary. Ties it up at 54 with 3:07 to play. The timeout by the Trojans.
Big basket there. We needed that one.
Anytime you're away from your radio, you can log on to ESPNKY.com. Click the broadcast center, then Barren County Sports. You can pick it up on your phone, also on your computer, laptop, any other mobile device, ESPNKY.com. Monday night, got Russellville coming in. Trojans JV game at 6. The varsity game to follow will be on there at about 7 o'clock. Monday night here from Trojan Gym. Tuesday night, if weather permits, we'll have a doubleheader against Greenwood. And then Thursday night, girls will host Casey County. Friday night, we go to Hart County for a girls game. And then Saturday, we go to Owensboro for the Trojans against Davis County.
Busy week.
5 days of basketball next week if the weather lets us. Hopefully it will.
It's going to be cold.
It's going to be a very cold week next week, especially midweek. Morrow with the basketball. Todd Central, Barren County tied. And we're going to foul here. They try to trap McHouston. And Landon Key's going to be called for the foul, his second. That's the team's 4th. Neither team in the bonus.
Had a good trap and just kind of, I guess, reached down.
Aiden Nyken now having to guard John Calvary with Bandy on the bench with 4 fouls. Goes baseline, puts it up and in. He's got 26. Todd Central leads it 56-54. Nyken in the corner. Cody Lane for 3. No good. Rebound by Bush. Bush trying to go back up underneath. Throws it up. It's no good. Calvary with a rebound for Todd County Central. 2:30 to play. Todd Central up 2. Morrow gets it across the line against Landon Key. And almost lost his handle. Still loose on the floor. Picked it back up. And another foul. Landon Key. His third, team's fifth. Will Bandy back in the Trojan lineup with 2:14. And Rager will toss it in. Comes out to Morrow. Morrow against Landon Key. Trying to get around. And another foul. Going to be 4 on Landon Key, 6 on the Trojans now.
Come on, get up again, let's go.
2:05 to play. Barren down by 2, 56-54. Comes out tomorrow, it's over and back. It sure is. And Barren will get it.
Big play there, big play.
Knockin will toss it in. And what we got going on out here? We got the officials talking.
A little bumping going on 2 different places. So.
Got McHouston guarding Gavin Withrow, and I think McHouston did a little mouthing out there, and so was on Landon Key a minute ago. Bounce pass over the Key on the right side. He's open. Lets it go. 3 ball is no good. Batted up in the air and pulled down by Bandy. Bandy trying to go back, still off balance, shot good.
Big rebound and basket there. Now we've got a guard. Minute 40 to go. Tie game.
56 all as Morrow will handle the basketball for Todd County Central. He'll work against Landon Key. Picked up his dribble. Fires it off to McHouston. Now McHouston works around to the top of the key. Throws it up there, and he missed it. Air ball. Saved back in bounds by Calvary. Bounced it way high in the air. Trojans have got it with a minute 24 to play. Withrow in the back court. He'll get rid of it off to Cody Lane on the left side. Back out to Withrow. And a foul on McHouston. His first, team 6. Both teams with 6 fouls. So Barren County's basketball with a minute 16 to play. Tied it up at 56. And going to get Tyler Bush in for Cody Lane. Briggs is in for Todd County Central. Withrow will toss it in. Lobs it out to Key. Well, almost picked off that pass.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good pass, to be honest about it.
Here's Nike on the left side, back out to Key. So we come down to 1 minute to play. Here's Bush at the right elbow. Turning, giving it to Key. Down low's Bandy, posted in there. Pump fake, goes up with a shot, got it.
Good. Good patience there by Will that time. He didn't get in a hurry and gathered himself. And big basket here.
58-56, Barren with 45 seconds to play.
Really
Bounce pass, right elbow. Rager turns against Bush, fires away, and he hit it.
Big shot there.
Rager now with 19. Timeout by Todd County Central. 38 seconds to play. Coca-Cola timeout. And Barren County will have the basketball. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 72-37 over Todd County Central. Let's try to get an update on Glasgow and Logan County. We did get the final on the boys game. It was 68-60. Glasgow over Logan County. And I guess they're doing the homecoming festivities in between games out at Glasgow High. I don't have anything on Bowling Green and Allen County, Scottsville as of yet. If anybody knows that score, pass that one along to us. That's a big game for those two teams.
Should be a good one.
See how they match up.
Allen County will be challenged. I'm sure Bowling Green will. I'm not seeing them play, but I'm sure they're always going to have a pressure defense, and Allen County's got good guards, so that should be an interesting matchup.
All right. 38 seconds to go. Barren County with the basketball to bring the length of the floor. It's tied at 58. And Niken will toss it in. We've got Briggs waiting to guard Gavin Withrow as he'll bring it up court. Withrow gets it across the line, goes to Key on the right side. Key now looking for Withrow, has to put down the dribble against Rager. Hands it back out to Withrow. 22 seconds to go. Back to Key on the right. And we got a timeout call by Coach Warren Cunningham. Full timeout with 19.9 seconds to go. Barren County and Todd Central tied at 58. Well, another game going down to the wire.
We're kind of used to these,
We've had a lot of close games this year. We talked about hopefully we can pull this one out. 7 of 10 losses by 6 points or less. And
just no turnover here.
Yeah.
Make sure you win it or go to overtime. Nothing crazy. No, don't get in a hurry. Just take our time and about 10 seconds start to attack and get a good shot and miss and go to overtime or win it and go home.
Yeah. Try to get a couple of scores here on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Glasgow leads Logan County. This is in girls, 29-23.
Logan County's got a good guards. Good guard.
They do.
Anytime you got two good guards that can score the ball like they do, they're a hard matchup.
Right. And Red Bowling Springs beat Monroe County tonight. This was a girls game. Red Bowling Springs 64, Monroe County 47. All right, 19.9, Trojans with the basketball. Out on the side, across the way, right in front of the Barren County student section. Aiden Eichen will toss it in.
It's almost like they're playing a triangle in two. They're guarding Will and Gavin and not guarding Eichen or
Withrow, guarded closely out there. He's going to have to get rid of it. Goes to Eichen, 12 seconds to play. He'll throw it cross court over to Key. Now Key will give it back out to Withrow. And he's going to be fouled by Briggs. That will put the Trojans in the bonus with 6.4 seconds to go. And Gavin Withrow at the line. Knocked down a couple of threes and a 2 in the second quarter. His points all in the second period tonight. 71% foul shooter. 1-1. The shot is up and it's good. 59-58. Trojans on top with 6.4. Gavin Withrow back in the line for the bonus. Here's a shot. It goes up and it's short. Loose ball but picked up. They got a timeout called. 4.3. Todd Central will have the ball. 59-58 Trojans. 4.3 left. Todd Central will have the basketball.
Length of the floor to come, so that's good.
Another update on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Bowling Green boys lead Allen County Scottsville 26-20. Barren County from the foul line here in the second half. 1, 2, 3, 4 of 8. And in the first half, we were 3 of 4, all those by Aiden Eichen. Tyler Bush missed a couple. Griggs missed one. But the final score in South Warren beats Grayson County tonight, 72-44. That was at a girls' game. Well, what have they done? They put more time on the clock or what?
Yeah, 4.5. It was at 4.3 and they told them 4.5.
So, is he going to stay at 40.8? Is that? No, it's 5 seconds.
4.5.
I thought, man. 4.5 now. It was at 4.3, right?
Yeah.
So they put 2 more tenths back up. All right, Todd Central will have it bring the length to the floor. 59-58, Barren County.
Cannot let anybody get long. That's one thing for sure. Cannot let them get long on you.
It's going to be Rager to toss it in. Calvary's at midcourt. And another timeout call. As the Trojans take the timeout. 4.5 seconds remaining. Barren County 59, Todd Central 58. Remind you're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow. And on the internet at ESPNKY.com. We're also on BCHS Live tonight. So, again, the Todd Central Rebels will have to bring the length to the floor. And let's see what kind of how they're going to set up here. They got Calvary almost to the top of the key on the other end of the floor. He was at midcourt a little bit ago, so they're trying to throw long. Rager will toss it in. Rager looking, gets it into Calvary. Calvary comes across the midcourt line. He's going to force up the shot. It's short, and that's it. The Trojans win it 59-58 over Todd County Central.
Good win to hold on. We didn't play our best, but it's good to get a win in a close one.
Todd Central drops to 5-17 on the year. Trojans improve to 11-10 on the season. 59-58. Trojans win it by 1 point tonight, and the Rebels will come back with a post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm, made for yours in a moment. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.